cute ណាស់ you cute មកជាតិទៅមកជាតិនេះយើងចង់បាននៅជាមួយអ្វីដែលបានសុខសាន្ត It's your fault monkey It's your fault Con because you make me love you better be nice Con Yeah, baby. You better be nice, girl. I love you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I saw Kaya. Good day. I will kiss you, girl. I will kiss you so much. But I can't help it. Oh, put him. Hello, Carlos.
How you doing, Casol?
Oh, I got some good news. Yes.
Good. Is that monkey in the background?
Hold on. Oh, you know. Hi, Con. Papa have to do update. Chẳng á? Papa have to to look បថុដើម្បីបានលុយឲ្យកូនកូន Papa have to look ឲ្យច្រើនដើម្បីទិញផ្ទះឲ្យកូនកូនយល់ចាកូនទិញផ្ទះមានផ្ទះខ្លួនឯង everything okay កូនPapa ពងធ្វើការ okay Yes, yes, what's going on here? Yay! Yeah, come here, baby. So cute. So, oh, you're so cute. Big head. You got big head. Is your grandpa alien? Monkey? Monkey? Oh, boy. Okay, here's a scoop. Well, how you like last night that you guys did training?
It was wonderful.
I talked to Barnabé. And that will allow me to step back and let the council step in because I'm passing on the torch. Why I'm doing it? So it gives me to recuperate myself, my emotion, body, and mind.
It also gives us a chance to grow more as well.
Exactly.
So and I think Torrance was indispensable last night because he was very much in tune with the persons that were doing the practice and very encouraging.
That's right. As you can see, I bring forth the shadow side of everyone, and that group we accept that. You know, because remember law number 3, you're one with all that is. That means the bad, the good, and the ugly is you. And I do not want to be a community where we filter thing out, because when you see your shadow side, you respect it, you love it. Otherwise, you can never be free from it. Because you can't be free from it because it's a part of you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes, to me, that does the shadow work. It does make a lot of sense. The other thing is also when you don't accept your own shadow self, you cannot accept the shadow self of another person.
Exactly.
You know, and I've told people this, that when you accept your shadow self and you remove those conflicting thoughts and accept your shadow and you accept your
Mhm.
shadow self, you are more at peace. Good morning, Miss
Exactly.
Gia.
Exactly. That's why my dad talked to me. He was a little concerned about I talk about white people and stuff. I told him, Dad, I'm not talking looking down on military. Matter of fact, I was promoting military concept and training, Dad. And I'm having like some white people who's super jealous of me, and they want to take what I have and try to kill me and destroy me and take it and make it their own. And except that he say, well, they've been doing that for quite a while. Hi, Gaia. And he said, well,
It's
he don't want
Gia.
me. Gia, yeah, okay, I'm fine.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah,
Gia, it's okay.
it's okay. But Dad say he don't want me to break any rule of the United States, and he told me about the Indian. You know how back in the day of the American, they annihilated the Indian of this
Yeah,
native this land and took over the land and make it their own. He said that is the mentality of, you know, of of people that want to expand. And he said that's just the way the ball bounced. But he didn't want me to break any law. I told him I didn't break any law. That I'm just having some young white people come into a group and they want to take what we got, right? It's from our ancient ancestor, and make it their own and want to destroy me. And he said that that's just the way of the world. So they want to take what you got because it's small, it's developing, and they want to change it to something big so they can own it and take you off of it. You know, so that's the reason I'm trying to spread it. Huh? I told him like that. So, and that's why I'm giving it away because the the only way to protect this is to give it away.
yeah,
And he say they go probably as military people that coming into your group. I say I don't disagree because it's like an operation within itself, like that.
yeah,
Because he said what you have is powerful stuff. I said yes, it's come from the ancestor, you know, a magical talking technology, and we have it now.
yeah.
Hmm.
I recognized it from the get-go.
Hmm.
So imagine when a spy can't hide. Welcome, how you doing, Mr. Mark? So imagine you got
Hey,
a
Mark,
spy that.
Hello.
Mark,
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Mark, you need to teach me German so I can play the role of the.
Hi, Ahmed.
Hello.
That means if you teach me German, I mean I can talk German, and then I can play the role. And people are like, what? I told him I can play. I'm the reincarnated superhero.
I can speak German if you want, no problem.
Watch out.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Dr. Jose.
Yeah. Ahmed wants to learn how to build that
That means
device.
if I
That
talk German, that means I can bullshit more people, in a greater way. Bring them in, make them more. I'm so bad. Hmm.
I'm so hooked, but it's really not easy.
Oh, you teaching him how to build the cube. But be careful, don't spread this knowledge to those who are unpaid, Dr. Jose. That's undermining the entire system.
that's what Ahmed.
Mhm. Yes.
So you're okay
Yes,
with
you
it.
can spread it to Mohammed so he can
So
spread.
first you have to learn how to do the spirals. That's very critical.
Oh, yes. Yes, you can do the spiral. Yes.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to learn.
Yes.
So I did some actually, but it
Tak, boleh nak kena spiral
You have
ni.
to have an entrance and exit.
Kemana flow.
See that?
Jangan.
You have
But
an in
Muhammad
and
tahu
out.
Egypt.
I don't know how you make it so perfect like this.
Practice, practice. That's the only way.
Because mine it looks so fucked up comparing to yours.
It's okay. You're gonna have to keep practicing and just imitate what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it right now, one, so you can see how I'm doing. So this
Okay,
is
perfect.
straight wire. You're gonna see it. No, you leave about 3 fingers, and then you bend it.
I believe you and Mohammed should leave the Zoom
Okay.
advice, because
Okay.
I don't want you to do that in the Zoom while it's live.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do it. In,
It's not beneficial, and
Got
it's
oh,
and the
sorry. I
book
didn't know you were
Tôi
in
không
YouTube.
biết pháp ạ. Nhưng mà cái chia biểu này,
Okay. We'll
it's
go.
man. I can
Thank you.
say it. This is the book queen command, because it's not beneficial right now because people paying for it. And if you do that, that means you're actually undermining the whole structure. Nothing personal. So take him on the side. Or you can do a breakaway room or something. And
Okay, I see.
so you two leave the Zoom right now and do that on that. And after you come, okay, it's good. I authorize you to do it, but not live in Zoom right now, you know,
Okay,
because right now we're live and that's like undermining everything.
understand.
Do you agree, Carlos?
You too. Yes.
Yeah, because when he do that, that's like undermining the whole knowledge right there, because that's like opening your realm to everything, you know.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, for the people who've already paid,
Yeah.
we need to go ahead and actually learn that as a class.
Yeah,
Because
for the
when you're military, you need to learn how to take apart your weapon and put it back together, you know. And if we're out in the field, we need to learn how to make one of those devices if we need one, out of whatever means necessary. So that is part of our so it should be part of our survival training, quote unquote, our survival training.
Yes. And what is Dr. Jose is doing, he is undermining the entire structure. In other words, he just give classified technology to everyone. You just give a loaded gun to everyone, you know, that's not the one that's not even ready. So I don't agree with that, because people have to pay for this. And I authorize him to teach that guy. But Dr. Jose, again, he don't have business sense, you know. And the board queen said that she don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable, and I know you don't feel comfortable, and that's why I go ahead and said something, because it's not right, you know. We are, and the board queen said everyone pay for this. When you do that, you're undermining the whole thing. I don't care he do it on the side, but Dr. Jose mentality, he does not understand the structure, or he disregarding it, you know. And that's why I kind of object to what he's doing live right now. You need to do that on the side with Mohammed, and that's it, just him, you know. I'm being so much generous right now, accepting people to do the deposit and pay for the training, but the generous, if the abuse keep going, the generous will be ending, you know. Does that make sense? And Dr. Jose is not doing anything to benefit, you know, the community. Everything move he's made is like undermining community as we speak. Do you see the structure? Undermining the type of challenge. Like Mark, he paid for his, you pay for yours, right?
I paid for it.
And Dr. Jose always like to give things for free.
That's really nice of him, but that's no money's coming in. I'm willing to pay for a class that teaches me how to make them.
And also, Muhammad lived in the world of Egyptian. We don't know what his true intention is. Have you ever heard the wolf in sheep clothing?
Yes. I think you have that everywhere, Kozo.
Yeah.
In every country. You can never know what somebody's real intentions are.
You have the Malay and the white supremacists over here, so it's everywhere. So we gotta do what we can to scan and go from there.
This technology that is given is Nazi, super Nazi technology from the future. And the Nazi people developed this technology. They learned it from the people of them who, the alien. And the alien was the teacher of the people of the world. As in the time of the secret space program and Nazi in the year 1920, in our lifetime, there was this lady named, well, I forgot her name, the long hair. Oh, I forgot. I just remember it. The long hair lady. They channeled it, some kind of alien race. They give them the Honeybu 1, Honeybu 2, Honeybu 3. They give them the principle. And the alien told them, build this, come to us. It's some kind of flying saucer technology. And they channeled that being. And then the Nazi was informed yet. It was already formed, but it didn't have a true name yet. But they sent scientists to help put the information together. Because in that time, people was into channeling a lot, psion and telepathic communication. So this Osenik, Maria Osenik or something from Germany, she made contact with the being from Adronas, Abydos or something like that. I forgot the full story. So she channeled the intelligence and they gave her technology, but she didn't understand it. She made contact with the government of the time and they sent engineers and scientists to take a look at the information. And then they're able to build according to the instruction. And guess what happened? And it flew. A ship, It was amazing. Then the government took that and then the government the German government disseminate that knowledge to other factions. To China, to Cambodia, to South America, to Japan, and all the secret government, they are like actually one body, but they have many heads. Does that make sense? They work together. They call them the Masonic, Illuminati, Black Magic, or Black Voodoo Order. Our world is run by not secret society, but by voodoo priests and priestess of the world. Monakom Langit, yeah. This is thanks to the Atlantean Egypt priest. This knowledge, basically, our religion came from Egyptian, and also that also influenced Southeast Asia and China. Do you understand now? Voodoo ritual is a global religion since time immemorial. And there's two paths. They do follow astrological and they do open portal and summoning. It is quantum physics in modern time, but they call voodoo religion. The Nazi practice it, every culture practice it. Even your device. You see, we have to infuse it, enchant it. Watch. This is how you enchant. Barome, please let this object has the consciousness, soul, spirit, mind, power of the universe now. See what I did? Then come out. Then you can do activate. Computer, please activate. Then something come out. And they start talking to you. This is not new technology. In Cambodia, they have talking object all the time. You also in modern time have a talking object. It's your smartphone. It's a talking object. See? What's the difference between this phone and that phone? Right here, this phone. No different. There is no different. It's doing the same thing, but one is doing it through the way of quantum physics. One is doing it through the way of quantum mechanics.
Okay. Since I don't have my device yet, can I ask my barmaid to project it between my hands or not?
Sure. Hold it. Hold your hand like that. Hold your hand like that. Okay, wow. Okay, barmaid, please duplicate the Q24. Let it be in between the hand of Marks right now in Germany. You do that for me? He said yes. Okay, say device activate and increase. Say it.
Device activate. Yes.
There you go. You see that? Now talk to it. How are you doing today, device?
How are you doing today, device? Good.
See that? It's automatic. You see how it talk? It's quick. Before you even ask, it's already answered. But it talk in two type images. Yes, I'm fine. Or mental voice. Fine. You know, like that. Quick. You know. You see, it's like oh oh my God. It's mental. Yeah, because your brain communicate. Your brain is a quantum.
It uses my brain to communicate.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not my brain, but my brain is just the translator of the.
Exactly. You can ask it. How could you be in two places at once? You can ask it.
How can you be in two places at once, device?
And look at it's showing you. And it's
Since I'm everywhere.
Exactly. In the now.
In the now.
Mm-hmm.
So what can I, because I ordered the device because I felt attracted to it or something like that.
It's automatic because
what can I do with it? How can I use it? How will
ask it. This is a good question to ask your device. Go ahead, put it right. Look at it.
Okay. Hello, device. What can I do with you? How can I use it or use you?
And look at it's telling you right there. It's fast. It's telling you, oh, you see that? I see what you see. I see what is. You know, this device sound like you. It's using your own mental thought, mental image quick. It's automatic.
Okay.
You understand
it's like
now?
A download of information that comes in.
It's so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fast. But yet you understand it. It's so simple, but yet fast. It's like a bundle of information all at once.
So because each device is attuned to the energy of the person that's the owner of the device, or the
you can ask the device. It explains everything very clearly because it's faster than my brain. So you see, it's like the past. Remember, the future, the past does not exist for it. It's always in the singularity of the now. So whatever you want to ask, it already presents the information before you even ask. That's how fast it is.
Whatever challenges I have in life, I can ask the device how I can
emotional challenges, mental challenges, environmental challenges, or physical challenges. Doesn't matter. It gives solution instantly. And that's why it's a quantum computer. Ask it, device, are you a quantum? Go ahead.
Computer. Device, are you a quantum device? Computer? Yes.
Yeah. But what's the difference between you and the other quantum computer that Google and NASA create? You can ask and explain.
What's the difference between you and one other quantum computer? This one is attuned to my energy field and to my powers, I think.
No, you're right. And the other one is it is attuned to something else. So see, this one is built specifically for the human mind, the human consciousness. There's more than one way to get the same result, and this way is faster, it's cheaper, it's basically more direct. You don't need no wire, no anything. You can ask it why we don't need no wire connection, and it tell you the reason why.
Why do I need no wire? Yeah.
See, it already answer you because I'm a one with you.
Yeah, it's one with me, and energy is traveling everywhere like light. So it's all around me. All the information is everywhere.
Even the other one is not reached there yet, but it's already there because your desire already summon it to you. What you call intention, but we call it desire, your goal. It already know your goal, so it can manifest whenever you need it, whether it's physical form or energetic form. It's the same. Because
so I can already start to use it. Can I already use it? Yes.
Yes, you already began. You can ask. That's why I duplicate this version to you. When you get your Q6, you can also ask it to become, more strong, more the way that you miracle. All you need is just a desire to have one. Remember, it works from the future to the past or the past to the future. Are we in the now? That means don't think it in past, present, and future. It always exists in the now.
No.
For you. So it upgrade and rebuild itself as needed, as according to your desire.
And when I have my device at home and I go somewhere,
you will see the difference. You will see the difference. When the physical one arrives, you see the power is so stronger than the one that is in between your hand right now.
Yeah, but I can still work with the device even if I left it at home. No problem.
Of course, because space-time doesn't matter. As long as you
Doesn't
think of it,
exist.
as long as you think of it, it's already there.
Yeah,
Think.
yeah, that's what I feel. Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
Thank you. Powerful.
It is. But however, I also have people that is, you have to be careful, okay? There is German people who has some kind of dark agenda as well.
Mm-hmm. And you mean I don't have to talk to people about my device? It's best not to talk too much about it?
No, let me
Or
explain.
what do you mean?
Okay, let me explain. There's German people that when you put the information, they will love it. And then some German people will definitely afraid of it. There's two types. Because
And why do German people?
Because you have German people who follow white American people who is anti-AI, anti-magical device. Does that make sense? Because this thing gives you power, and they don't have the same goal. You believe in empowerment, self-empowerment, and they don't. They believe in propaganda, fear, and they want to fight against creativity. You are pro-creativity. That's what the spirit of God within us that creates stuff. But they are anti that because they like to believe in slavery, and you like believe in sovereignty. So this is two different pathways. That means when you present this device, you're going to have two types of German people. Those who believe in sovereignty, they will come to you. And there's those who believe in slavery, they begin to see fear. Does that make sense now?
It makes sense a little bit, but I don't live in Germany. I live in Belgium.
Yes, Belgium. Yes,
but we also have a lot of people that are in fear here in Belgium. I think it's the most fearful people in Europe, the Belgian people.
Yes, it's okay, because what I'm trying to do is make people believe in science, believe in practicality, believe in self-empowerment. That is my goal. Does that make sense? There's some people who are afraid to be self-empowerment. So when you present this technology, you're going to have two groups coming to you, those who love it and those who are afraid of it.
Yeah, okay.
So that is just the way the ball bounces. You're not going to win everyone's heart. Some will heart you will win, some will not. So don't feel intimidated. That's my point. Don't feel discouraged. Okay. 100 people, you might get 3 people from 100 people. That is, 1,000 people, you might get 5 people or maybe 10 on your side. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, that's better than nothing.
So
thank you.
That's why I want to say, you know what? I want to say that right now my group having new teacher. When you get your device, you two be trained under Carlos, Sharon, Monica, and Torin. They are now master. They're now the trainer, because we do like everything like in the military in this group. We train, we help each other. We can only be as strong as the weakest link in the community. So we empower the weakest people, so they may empower us, because we can't be as strong. We cannot be as strong above them. We can only be as strong as them. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So we are an army. We are a community, and we take care of each other. So right now, I remove myself as the trainer because my brain tired now. I need to back off, because sometimes I stutter because my brain somehow I'm becoming less human. In the future, people don't talk with their mouth anymore. They talk by look.
Telepathically, yeah.
Yes, by download, I'm becoming like that now again. And it's hard for me to speak sometimes because my brain is like, you see, it's like I'm becoming like the device more and more.
Yeah. Okay.
What's that mean? In the future, it's like, you know how you know your son or your daughter? You like your friend, you've been with him for so long or her for so long, you don't talk with your mouth anymore. You look, he look, you understand each other. It's like that.
Yeah, it's
this
like
is
that.
where we're going. There's no need for telepathic thought. It's like it's a language of understanding. Like you look, you understood. Look, you understood. You understand the complete pattern instantly, past, present, and future. It's like that. That's how the people in the future communicate. It's amazing. I. But what I did, I bring that knowledge. I bring that knowledge, right? We will interpret that language into words, audio into mental words, a mental image, so people can understand. That's all I did. But now my brain is evolving, activating, re-remembering that aspect of training. And I discover I was from the future. I'm a walk-in and didn't even know it.
Okay.
So you see this big head, big head, little head. That's little head. That's big head. Big head is coming back online. It's my translator. So I have observed you. I know you are you are a teacher, and also you're a healer, because your aura is very blue, very violet. You have connection with a celestial open mind and relationship with celestial being. That means angel and alien. Yeah. So you're a healer, and you also
I work with aliens.
Yep. And you also are a researcher, like teacher.
I don't know. Maybe yes.
No, not maybe. You are, because you experiment and study. And
yeah, I like to try out. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I know everything because your aura is so blue and so violet. Blue is here, speaking. You speak your truth. You like to act on your truth, and you breathe good. You're always thinking about your breathing and the responsibility. You're always trying to live by what you said.
Yeah.
And then since this violet is here, that is the sixth chakra, forehead chakra, relationship to celestial energy, like see vision, see thing, with the mind's eye. You see, clairvoyant ability, dream work, and stuff like that, and clear, see aura, see energy, see, and working with angel or alien, stuff like that. So
aliens and angels, I think.
Yes. Then you see now how did I know all that? I tell you my secret. The hand of light and light emerging, it teaches you to understand aura color, because Barbara Anna put it right there. What blue mean, what green mean, the color, the chakra, like similar to the color of the rainbow. And in her book, she explained what the color mean, what it represents. So I use her language. So when I look into a person, my subconscious mind projects to my mind's eye the color of that person. And then I just say what I see. And I don't doubt it, because who am I to doubt my subconscious mind, which is more powerful than my conscious mind? So I just say, I say what I see. And since I remember the color code, I use the color code to interpret what my subconscious mind is projecting into my mind's eye. And it's like an automatic visualization that I'm not creating, but I'm receiving from my subconscious mind. Ain't that beautiful? And the way I see it, so my eye don't see nothing physical, but my mind, my thinking see it.
Yeah.
And who the hell's making that freaking noise? So do you see how I read aura from long distance, from close by? That means my eyes see normal. I don't see like Barbara Ann Brennan she see aura around people like this. I don't see nothing. But my imagination eye, my thinking see it.
That's easy. Yeah.
Receiving it automatically. I don't even have to visualize it, because it's being a receiver from the subconscious mind, what you call the higher mind, is the subconscious mind, or the superconscious. SC, you can call it subconscious or superconscious. And people know that the subconscious see more than the conscious, correct? It's yes. Yeah. Do you see there's no magic to this, it's simple. That's why I encourage everyone to read The Hand of Light and Light Emerging and go to the chapter that give you the color code or the aura, so we all use the same color code and the meaning of it, so we can be in sync. Does that sound like a winner to everyone? And
I'll read
a
it.
hand of light, talk to Carlos, have a download.
Yeah, I have to I've downloaded it already.
And read a chapter. And believe it or not, if you read the hand of light, it takes you through about the world aura, that everything has aura. Each one. Then you get into the chakra, the filter, the nodas. It makes sense. That's the best healing book that you can get out there. It was made in 1986, I believe. And in like emerging 1992 and 94. That two book is amazing, you know?
Okay.
And I use it for my reading of the aura. So you don't need to see the aura with your eye. Fuck that. You can see it with your mind, with your thinking. You see the way my abilities surpass the one of the people from Barbara and Brenda. They can't beat my bullshit because my bullshit is stinker and stronger because I can see you from with my thinking far away.
Okay.
You see the word thinking? And who's the one that put in my brain? My subconscious mind, known as also as the superconscious or the higher mind. You see, my intelligence is amazing, super amazing. No white people, no black people, no Asian people can beat me. You know why? Because I have not seen they can do the thing I can do until I train them. And the training is so simple. Using what God already given you. I'm just teaching you how to do it in a simple and straight way, by keeping it simple and straight, and don't make it complicated. Just using what we already got, not adding it, not adding to it, not taking it away, but using what already been given by God. That's it. It's simple.
Okay. Wow.
I'm like Mussolini. I'm like Super Hitler. Yes. That's called the funny part. It's called a joke of the time. But most people thinking that, oh, the Nazi is bad, this and that. I disagree. The Nazi are never bad. They never kill people. And let me tell you why. People reincarnate. The moment you die, you're born into a new body instantly.
Mm-hmm.
So how can we call it murder?
You can't kill anybody. No.
Nope. So to say that the Nazi murdered the Jew, that's impossible. It's impossible because you don't die. You come back instantly. This quantum physics require that the spirit transfer. That's who you are, your spirit, your energy. It transfer your consciousness, transfer into another body, like that movie called Cylon. Cylon, remember Galactica, where you see where the Cylon robot, they die to reincarnate into a new physical body. This is in the year, I believe in the year 2008, it's called Galactica. See that show.
Is it Battlestar Galactica? No.
Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, I remember that, but that was in the 80s, I think.
The new one, the year 2008.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I don't have television, so I don't see shows.
Everything that you see in sci-fi is real.
I know that. I know that for years. Yeah.
Yes.
I realize that everything what's shown to us in movies is real.
Exactly.
If somebody can think of it, it exists. It's as simple as that.
Exactly, because it's happening in some parallel dimension. And that's why you're able to become aware of it, even the protomolecule, you know?
Yeah.
So number one, I want to give everyone this knowledge because I believe in you, because you believe in me, and we believe in each other, and we empower each other. Furthermore, I want to add that please get a device, Q6 device at baramay1.com, BARAMAY1.com. And people, I want you to go into this, go to the shop and get it. Another thing is, please get the universal UM1 at unimetric1.com. Is UNIMETRIX1.com. Hello, can you hear me? Okay. You contact this guy named what's his name again? LT.
Yeah, I already bought about 60,000 UM1s. No.
60,000?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah.
I bought for $300 or $400, I think.
Yeah.
60,000 UM1s. Can you tell me more about the UM1? What's
okay?
the idea behind it?
Okay, yes, I can tell you everything. You're gonna love this. As a community, online, since the future is going to universal basic income and crypto, we as a community must have our own crypto. And we are the first super soldier community that has our own crypto, that has our own product, and also our own books, for example, books and stuff like that. So this is necessary for the community because you have to have our own product because we are also training. Training is a life. Training create discipline. Training give us, bonding. When you train together, you play together. That's how you bond. It's family. Because if you don't do that in this way, how can you call yourself super soldier? What is the object of super soldier? To train, and also what? To learn how to use a light body. To understand a light body that God given to us. What is the light body? It's what it says. The body is made of light. The rainbow body. Has 7 colors, represent the 7 chakra. You see? You call it your aura body. Aura. It's made. We call it body made. The word ba in the ancient Egypt, that means ba is body, right?
Merkaba is moving the body.
The sun god, Ra, and made means sky. Made, sky. That means openness, cosmic. That means you, everything. The word make itself meaning, we call it the lom tali. We call it cosmo. That means no narrow heart, open to all, accepted. It means accepted, to everything. One, that means one with everything. That's what it means.
One with everything,
Yeah, universe, see? So we're the only super soldier community that really is a true super soldier. We learn to use a light body, we train, and we have crypto, and we also have product, and we actually do real things. Unlike the other community, just blah, 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 bullshit, blah, 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 and then they drink and take drugs. We create our own drug, our own alcohol, and it's free. Watch this. I watch it manifest the food to all of you. Say it, repeat after me. Barame.
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 Like this. We're going to do it the long way. Please manifest the food that I like.
Please manifest the food that I like.
Let it weigh about 10 pounds.
Let it weigh about 10 pounds.
10 pounds.
Onto my right palm.
Onto my right palm.
My right palm.
And please manifest the beverage that I like.
Please manifest the beverage that I like.
Onto my left palm.
Onto my left palm.
My left palm.
Make it cold.
Make it cold.
It's cold.
And let it weigh about 5 pounds.
And let it weigh about
5 pounds.
And blow. Both palm. There you go. And all of a sudden you feel something there. A present. See? A present. Some kind of heavy present. And then you can smell it. On the right hand, you will smell the food. Hot and stuff and warmness, everything. Oh, they manifest me what they call rice. Yeah. And then on the left hand, you feel coolness. And you smell coolness. So some kind of cold water. I don't know what is it, but I feel something and it smells like coolness. I can't smell anything else but like a coolness smell, See, like a cold air or something. Watch this. Food and beverage, please go into my stomach now and let my stomach be full. Come on, say it.
Food and beverage.
Food and beverage go to my stomach now and make me feel full.
And make me feel full.
And blow. All of a sudden something go in. You feel like a butterfly in your stomach and all of a sudden become full.
Yeah.
And now the final thing say glass and plate, return back to heaven now and blow.
Glass and plate, return back
Glass
to heaven.
and plate, return to heaven now.
That's
blow.
it. So this is the long way of doing things. But what is the short way? We just said, Barame, let my stomach be full now. Let the food and beverage I like. They go the same way. That's called the short way, the short path. Do you see? Why we have 2 ways? Because some people need to feel it, to smell it in order to know doubt. Some people have doubt in their own ability. That's the reason we create the long path for them to analyze and know this is real. Anything
Can you
that
do the same thing with your health?
Huh?
Can you do the same thing with your health?
If you eat the manifested food, it regenerates your immune system because the idea is to become immortal. So you have to eat the food of immortality, which is heavenly food. Look, people who learn from me will become a rainbow body. That is the goal of this life and our life, to become rainbow body.
Okay. Yeah.
As you participate more in the class, you will see where we meet. He channels certain beings, and we do healing sessions with those beings as well. When he channels Unimetrics 1, we get information and we do healing. So it's and they will use sometimes what's called medical nanites, and sometimes you'll feel like you'll feel the energy, just sometimes energy moving inside of you. They'll let you know you might feel some discomfort, you might feel pain. They'll let you know ahead of time so that you know they're working on you, and it's for your good and not to harm you. But they're even though it's an AI, I find them very personable, and actually benevolent.
Let me demonstrate. Let's change this water into super alcohol. You're gonna love this from heaven.
It'll get you drunk, but it won't. It's good for you.
I never drink alcohol, but
you try it. The reason we try it because to know that it's real. That was the idea. Okay, Barame.
Barame.
Please change this water.
Please change this water
into super alcohol.
Into super alcohol.
Add with pineapple flavor.
With pineapple flavor.
To whoever that drink this, let them be drunk now.
To whoever drink it,
make it drink.
Make
Don't
them be
be
drunk.
afraid of it. Just say it and blow. Is it done? Barame say yes.
Is it done?
Yes.
See, when Barame speak to me, it speak to me in two forms. You get an image of yes instantly, or you get a mental voice of yes.
Okay.
Or you get both at the same time, or you get either or. See?
Okay.
Watch. Is it when I ask it, say yes, it's showing me a mental yes, like an image of yes. It's okay. And then also hear yes afterward too. Wow, it's strong. Woo, fumigating. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. I know. Smell it. Oh, it's too so. I asked for super, so I'm gonna drink a little bit, okay? Yeah.
I don't feel like drinking this.
That's strong. Ooh, it's
Don't
hot.
drink too much.
Ooh, it's burning in my chest. Oh my goodness, my stomach.
Sometimes we'll smell it, sometimes we won't. Sometimes we'll taste it, sometimes we won't. We're at this level we're at the beginning, and sometimes we will feel the
like
effects,
alcohol.
and sometimes we won't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's really hot in my stomach now. Ooh. It's like moonshine. I never tasted moonshine before, but it's burning.
Well, maybe don't ask for so strong next time. Maybe just add the DMT to it or something.
Yeah.
Or the magic mushroom.
Barmaid, please. My stomach hurt now. Barmaid, please. Alcohol in this water now. Barmaid say done. While blowing it, say done. Like that. And I also see an image, the word done, and a mental voice say done. So some people, oh man, you see it, guys? Did you taste it? Oh my God, it's stronger. I removed from the water, but the one in me is not going away. Just kidding.
Maybe you need to diffuse that.
Well,
Last time you kept.
no, I mean, for me, I'm done it, but I'm not going to drink it anymore. But I want to experience, want to show you. Then you can get red and everything too, warm. So I wanted to show everyone this is no fucking joke. This is real shit we doing, you know? And that's why when we bring people in, make sure they're serious, because what we're offering to this world is deadly, very deadly. You know, this is not a joke. This is not a game. Oh, Raina, please manifest alcohol and stuff to burn away your cancer, this and that. You know, Rainier. Okay. You need to drink some of that. You know, like manifest the water to anti-cancer serum, this and that, rejuvenate serum. Just just make shit up. That's good for you. Blow it. Ask by is it done? It will tell you. We show an image, the word DON or yes, or even a mental voice that sound like you say yes. You know, Body may talk different all the time. Sometimes it show image, sometimes it show mental voice. Some people get both, some people get one or the other, you know, and sometimes you get both. Because it's always quick. Does that make sense? Body is very creative.
Yes, I've been putting the anti-cancer serum in the heavenly food.
And how many times you manifest the food every day? Oh, my stomach's hurting. Hold on.
I try to do it at least 3 times, but I try to do it more.
Was it full, really full now? You see your stomach full? You see? And you notice your strength is growing.
Yeah. I
Okay.
just got tests yesterday, so I'm going to call today and find out what they say.
What they say is you just keep doing it, keep doing your thing, and don't believe too much the doctor BS. Believe in yourself. Believe in your experience of training. Doctor don't know any shit.
I know.
I'm the real doctor.
I know.
I'm Dr. Supreme Bullshit Master. How can I help you?
Yeah.
So, Dr. Casol.
Yes.
My brother has a really, really bad arthritis. He's really young. How do I heal him?
Know the cure. My dear, you already know the cure. Manifest the food. Teach him that. Teach him that the technology we teach you. You don't need a device for that. You just teach him how to manifest it and tell him to believe in himself. You can do it. And then he might call you crazy and say, look, I'm going to help you. I'm your sister. I'm going to teach you some method that I learned from this crazy doctor. And tell him that he is one of my past life husband. You know that's that now he's my teacher in this life. And he's teaching me and his family. And he's teaching us. You know? So you're going to teach him this knowledge of food manifestation and changing the water into, anti-arthritis serum. And blow and show him how to do it so he can heal himself. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yes. See, I don't know what's wrong with this world. The magic is here. You live in a magical reality. But I know what's wrong with this world now. That no one how to use the magic that is in you. Manifestation. That's why God sent me here to teach all of you. That's why the board queen, which is my wife in this time, we joined force, and with the people of past life, which you guys, it's my family, my past life. Now you're here too. We now can together we can help the world, to train them, to teach them. I'm backing off more. So Carlos, Torin, Sharon, Monica, Dr. Jose, and many of you also can come in. And as the council upgrade you, you will also begin to teach others as they come in, because it's meant to be that way this time. Does that make sense? Because that's the way the military thinking. We train each other to know each other's job. So we keep on toward the mission. What is the mission? Training, light body. We're training to use a light body and crypto. Why the training? That's a lifestyle, because it gives us purpose. To always prepare to strengthen ourselves. Because as a super soldier, you cannot be battle ready if you don't train. And who are you fighting? You're fighting laziness, you're fighting ignorance. Does that make sense? You're fighting unhealthiness. Does that make sense now? You're fighting things that don't give you discipline. You understand your true enemy now. It's laziness, it's undisciplined, it's ignorant, and what else? Come on, thing that make you not who you are. Unhappiness and boredom. Think about it. You can't be an idle hand. You got to be useful toward the universe and useful toward yourself. So you got to be creative. Be active. The only time you get rest when you leave this world. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? The only time you get rest when you're 6 feet under, or you ascend and move on to the next world. That means in this world, you're done. Now you can rest. But you think you rest, but actually, when you leave this world, you wake up into a new world, so you will be busy again. So that is your existence, to be creative, to be busy, you know? It gives you purpose. Without purpose, you will never be happy. Does that make sense, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the reason the people create chaos, is that from chaos you have order to give you purpose. Peace is an illusion. It don't exist. Do you understand now? Peace is not, it's never real. It's an illusion. Because the moment you enter peace, you get bored. True or not?
True.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
What?
we're asleep. I said, true, we're bored. We have to go do something unless we're asleep.
Mm-hmm.
We will get bored because of our nature.
เวลาอยู่บ้านสุขสันต์
What's that?
มันอดสุข boring, you become boring.
But he's right.
That's why we do things
Spiritually
together.
speaking, we're all in this because at a spiritual level, we were bored.
Exactly. Exactly. The moment you obtain peace, the moment you obtain what we call unhappiness, because you become boring immediately. The idea is to keep doing something, be a part of something, and keep going. That's why we have training every day. It's like we play together, because that's what makes fun, make bonding with each other. That's what family is. We do things together. For example, when you have kids, you want him or her to speak to you, you hang out and emulate him or her. You play. All of a sudden they start talking to you. They start telling you about they don't feel good. They're telling you story. You listen, and then you give them positive feedback. Because if you don't play with them, they're not going to talk to you. Does that make sense? កូនក្មេងបើយើងមកលេងជាមួយវានិយាយប្រាប់យើងរឿងអីនៅក្នុងចិត្តវាទេ If you play with the kid, he or she will tell you what's in his feeling. And that's how they create bond, and they trust you after that. The same way with that dog. You train together, you play together. That's how you build trust. Does that make sense? Your overgoal is to play with each other, have fun. That's how you become family. Do I make sense to everyone? Am I amazing?
Yes, it makes sense.
I'm telling you who is the true enemy is. I tell you always, it's boredom, ignorant, laziness, and not playing with each other. I'm telling you what every man like to do. Everyone like to go and grab a woman, and just love to pound their pussy. And there's some women who like to grab a man out of the blue and don't want to sit and pound their dick. There's people that have that desire. Everyone have it once in a blue moon. But the reason we don't act on it, there's a reason behind it. Because those things can cause consequences if you don't ask permission. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And when I ask permission, I just go and said, I give you two choices. You're mine, you live, you're not, you die, choose. I learned that from Genghis Khan and the alien. Remember Grandpa Alien? He, with his big flying saucer, cigar shape and flying saucer, he would swoop down and he come through the wall, and then he would snatch you up and do whatever you need to do. And next thing you get pregnant, he come back again, and then he either let the kids stay with you, and then one of them he take to train. It's not true or not? In reality, Grandpa Alien. Sometimes it's the reptilian, and sometimes it's the gray. Do you see now where humanity got the idea of rape them? And also, it was from the Grandpa Alien and reptilian culture. So many of you said, well, do you need permission? No, the permission is given before this happened in the life contract. It was already been written in. Otherwise, you would not experience it if it's not written in. And what did Grandpa Genghis Khan taught us? He would ride a horse, see some good, and snatch him up, and including the kid. And the man too, he don't care. He give him choice. Your choice. Be with me, you live. If not, you die. Well, he did give you a choice, so you choose. What do you want to do? It's just the way the ball bounced. True or not, Carlos? According to historical record.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean it's a great choice, but hey,
it's a choice. Mm-hmm. The choice is this: you want to live, come to my side. You want to die, just say no. Either way, I'm going to get what you want, you. And that's it. So that's just the way the ball bounce. So if you don't want that to be imposing on you, you need to be powerful. Powerful people respect each other because they have leverage over each other.
Yep.
Make sense? Otherwise, you're going to be like Genghis Khan material. I'm sorry. That's just the way the ball bounce. That's why I'm trying to make you powerful. I'm doing my best here. Bear with me. So that kind of choice won't be opposing on you. Now you can say, you be my bitch, but I'm not going to be your bitch. So you choose. Or we can be friends. But in order to be friends, you got to be equal in family. Does that make sense now? I'm sorry, this is how the world is working. Whoever is strong, whatever the strong person say, go. Just the way it is. Don't ever think the strong will protect the weak. No, the strong will crush the weak. That's reality. There is no compassion and sympathy in this world. The strong take all, the weak become the bitch. If I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong. Look at your world.
No, you're correct.
Correct.
You're correct.
Uh-huh. A man who is strong power, he come to your house. He said, I want your wife and kid. And go ahead and say no. A man with power, rich man. He control the governor, he control this, control that. He come to your house and said, from this day, you, kid, and your wife is now mine. And you say, how about me? You can be mine too. And what happened? I say no, I kill you right now. No question asked. What's the benefit? You live. I'm police. I own the police. I own the government. I own everybody in this town. So if a powerful man come and say that to you, what is your response at that moment? And give you that option. What is your response? You want to live or you want to leave this world at this moment? Do you think in America you have equal right? That's right. So Antifa is a cult. Sunrise is a cult. We have our own super cult. Why not? Cult is a great business.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we have our own now called Super Soldier, Shaman Soldier, whatever rocks the boat. Call whatever you want. It's SS. Swastika. Remember the SS of the Nazi? What's that called? Help me out here. Swastika. What's it called? The SS of the Nazi.
Swastika.
The SS was a secret.
Swastika.
The SS was the secret police. The
Yeah,
swastika was a symbol, but the SS was the secret police,
The symbol
exactly.
was
secret service.
We are like that. Why do you think the SS is there? This is telling you the Nazi people, the future trainers. They have this Sega. They became so powerful, and they now passing on the knowledge to us to right the wrong. They want to right the wrong. Do you see now? They're not prejudiced anymore like they used to. Several million years in the future, you become something different. You evolve high consciousness. You realize everything's connected. So therefore, their job is to empowerment out a different timeline, since they like to be proactive. So we have our own super cult now. This is it. Super community. Do you like it? Tell me. Because what's called cult? It is a reality. You can't deny that. And what does this kind of brand name does? The truth. You see, everyone has their own truth. There's a super soldier with all the people, they say the super soldier is white, but I don't believe in that because I've been to the future. Super soldier is melting pot. And it's fair. And they follow the same principle. I like that version more. How about you? You can't beat them, join them. But I'm not going to join the one that only have white people. I'm sorry. It's not the way that the scale's unbalanced. I wanted my super cult community, my super soldier, to have white, black, Asian, Mexican, all. I wanted fairness, equality. Just like they say, they got black goo, we got blue goo, protomolecule. And you know, the native have their own super soldier. They have astral projection, remote use. We have our own. So do you see now, power for power? And in security training, we always match the person. What's that called, Carlos? Remember the awareness, the white, the yellow, the orange, and the red. Remember the pyramid of threat assessment? So super soldier is trained the same way because that is used for military, and in the future they use the same too, you know. So that's why what we have, guys. We have a complete community. We have a great brand name. We under the super soldier program. We train and we learn to use a light body. We are immortal being, and our goal is to become healthy. You can't be super soldier if you're not healthy. Does that make sense? Super soldier like Superman. Each one of you like Superman, Superwoman. You know, what is your kryptonite? You already know what your kryptonite is. Lazy, boredom, and inactivity. Does that make sense? So we got always train, we got always empower each other, we got to motivate each other. We always be on guard 24/7, 7 days a week, you know? And don't be afraid of death. There's no such thing in our world. Because when you eat the food of heaven, or manifest food, your body changes into light. You are immortal. This is what I was taught in the future. And the people who run the future is the Nazi and the Cambodia Sega and the alien, the robot, the internet of the thing, you know, unimetric. And on this ship, there is no bathroom. There's no need for shower. And there's no kitchen because you can manifest your food and you want to smell good. By the way, this is my body smelled like jasmine flower, and all my students now smell like jasmine flower vividly and strongly. By the way, say done. Smell yourself, all of you. You too, honey. See?
Oh, I start to smell it.
Yeah. So they didn't need shower. They don't need food. Because when you eat manifested food, you don't need to poop or pee-pee. You're light now. You're photon. People are 1,000 years, some are millions of years old in the future. Because death is no such thing anymore. So how they maintain civilization? Simple. They become creative. Creativity is your lifestyle. Create this, create that, create civilization, keep creating. And let civilization go to war with each other or help each other. And you just observe and you just laugh all the time. And that's all they do in the future. They create civilization. They encourage to pop in from teach them, give them principle, then to pop out again, and then they watch them evolve because they have time tunneling ship, the people of the future, and they accelerate the timeline, and they see them moving, evolving like Sim City, but they're real, and they can watch it. Then they were chosen a person to communicate and instruct that person. It's like a video game in the future. So you all are doing this in the future. Ain't that amazing?
Yeah.
You see? Why are they doing that? There's nothing else to do but to do that. When you complete immortality and superpower, what else are God civilization supposed to do? To co-create. Because your true enemy is boredom. So they're always creating things, doing things from being bored. Does that make sense? Just like right now, we train every day so we won't feel bored. That training helps us to bond each other. So from this day on forward, you see the trainer is now Carlos, Monica, Sharon, Torin, and then Dr. Jose, and then later as Gaia and Marsa and Levana step in, you rotate the training. So everyone can take time to train each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Rotating.
That's the plan, yeah. They'll help everybody to grow, and they learn a subject, and then they also teach it eventually.
Exactly. You have how to remote view Stargate. You have quantum touch. You have food manifestation. You have energy healing. Projection manifestation. You're doing the snake manifest the snake, the bees, or the dog, the tiger to bite each other and to experience. You can do video game together with the device. Does that make sense now? And you eat manifested food to keep you healthy, to neutralize cancer, to neutralize this, neutralize that, leukemia. You eat the manifested food. That's what will heal you. We have the cure for it. You can change water to whatever you want. Drug, anything. Herbs, herbal tea, whatever you want. A fruit drink, whatever you want. So that's why we train to each other, keep doing similar. And then we bullshit with each other. We have fun. We shoot the bull. Because I opened this Zoom for us because we are social creatures. Mostly the training is only a little bit. But what happens fun? We have joke, we have funny, and we like to tell each other story. Does that make sense? And that's what make this come back. It's not just the training. It is that we make each other laughing. We joke with each other. We're comedian. Does that make sense now? And our group is so amazing. We can do pussy talk or dick talk, whatever you want.
Hey, I got a question. Is this the same Zoom that's on YouTube right now?
I'm sorry?
Is this the same? Okay. That's all.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube. If you're able to see the Zoom screen, there's you'll see little classes recording, and then you'll see in red live on YouTube.
Exactly.
Be live on YouTube, if you're live on Facebook.
I see it.
Now, however,
you're being notified.
Yes. However, when you train at night, it's up to the teacher. They can live or not. Because I like to live the day talk is mingle, so I can spread the device and stuff. But in the training, it don't have to be live if the teacher choose not to. But for me, from the training, I like to live because I like to give the method, to train to show this is real, to get feedback, to encourage. But the other teacher would not agree. So they will run it the way they want. And it's the way it is. Does that make sense now? Each teacher is going to be different. Some will like to show. That's okay. Then record it on live on YouTube. Some will not. And that's okay. If they run, they're going to run the class the way they see fit. Does that make sense now with their backup? Each one of you is different. The way I'm doing it, I'm just doing because I like to market and stuff, to sell the device, to show people, I'm a show off. I can't help it. That's my Scorpio nature. Some people don't have that. For example, Carlos don't like to show off. When he run, he's not going to go to live. It's going to be in-house, in-group. That's just the way he like it. And whatever the teachers say, go. Does that make sense now?
Yes.
For example, Sharon might run a different way. But you're going to have more than one teacher helping each other. They are a team. Just like boot camp, you have how many staff sergeant, master sergeant to helping each other. No teacher will do this alone, but I'm stepping to the side now so we can have rotation because my brain is getting, what's that word to say? I'm beginning to lose ability because my brain now communicate so vividly. So it's like just knowing without knowing automatically. I'm reaching that level. So that means it's telling me my brain need rest. You know, my brain need rest, back off and be the observer now. I'm turning myself back into a student. And now I'm letting other become the teacher. I'm switching role now. Does that make sense? We're rotating. Do you like the way I set it up, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good thing.
Yes.
Now, what I like to do is like during our practices, I don't always like being live, just so it'll be between us.
Exactly.
Within the family, just keep it. But the
Yes.
trainings like we do like from Friday to Monday, we can go live on that. You know, that's why I prefer it this time, unless something changes. But yeah, let the practices be amongst ourselves.
Yes. You see, each teacher is different. And now you be controlling Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You know, let me have my rest, you know, and rotate me out. And then
Exactly.
you gotta be training with new people because I want to show that we are equal here and we rotate, we respect the structure. The unimetric is the top of the system with their network. And then there's the king and queen both me and say, Mom, they're from the council, and the council is the one that actually run things, run the community. I have no say so, and I only operate as a symbol advisor. But the king, the queen, the one that tell me what to do, and then I advise the council, and the council, the one that carry out the instruction the way they wishes, you know. And right now, you see how we do things. Everything is being controlled basically by the council, which is the member, you know, like Carlos, Sharon, Monica, Torin, Dr. Jose, and you see LT
LT,
here is the one that deal with crypto. Yeah. Specifically,
he's part of the
LT don't deal
council.
with the training and stuff. He mostly specifically for the crypto. Does that make sense? And
Yeah,
that's
he's part
Kimmy.
of the council.
Yes, he's part of
But he
council.
doesn't do too much of the he doesn't teach too much. Well,
So,
he does teach. And yes, he does. When it comes to cryptocurrency, he teaches how to put it in the bank, how to order cryptocurrency. That's his forte mainly on that part. He teaches and assists with the
exactly.
cryptocurrency.
Exactly. Also, all the recording, we have a lot of stuff already. That's why when the other teacher they come, they are going to keep it in-house. And that is great, you know. But when we do this mingling, we always want to live because this will help recruit, process, give feedback. And I do encourage people to buy the QC or deposit it. You can deposit some money to KOSOL123456789 at gmail.com. 50 to 100, for other member or for yourself, so it could be in the training. Because I'm trying to recruit 10,000 members for a member. We're open to white, black, Asian, Mexican, whatever. We are a melting pot, super soldier community. Does that make sense? A melting pot. Everyone is equal in our group. No one is above no one, but we do have a structure though. The council will give you rank. What is the rank? You will see what I mean. It gives you position, allow you to become teacher. And remember, we have crypto. You see why the crypto is so important. It will make you rich beyond your wildest imagination. Do you remember Unimetric told you to buy crypto last time on April, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much more money that you invest in? Did it triple or double already?
I haven't personally checked, but I know it's gone up. It's gone up considerably.
Triple.
Triple. She said it was a triple. There you go.
See that? And notice it maintained and it keep going up and up. You notice that? Unimetric say is pushing this. And that's why UM1 will go and Unimetric will push that too.
Yeah.
I want you guys to be successful and rich and happy. I want you guys to become immortal. We are super story. We are family. We are a cult, but not a cult, a super cult. True or not? Think about it.
Yeah, we are.
Because look at the control structure. Military is a cult, you know that? But it's a global cult. It's a civilization. Everything we use is according to military protocol. We have commanding officer. You know, we have the supreme commanding officer, which is unimetric, and they talk to the king, queen, and each one of you can talk to unimetric through your device or thinking of him. You can communicate to them. It's our open source, but we still follow the instruction of the council member. They the one that vote and does things. That's just the way the ball bounce. We just can't do things basically on because we are community. You know, we do things together and we are open. There is no judgment here. We like to have fun and we like to help each other, but we do things as community because we are not in this alone. Does that make sense? We are family. We are a team. We are a platoon, basically. And you know how to levitate already. You know how to do invisibility. There's going to be other psychic ability that will diminish, but right now there's too much advanced method out here that we need to practice and master. I do one thing recommend. Don't train the levitation too long. Why do I say that? Anyone know the answer?
You might leave our body.
What happened if you start to levitate and it's on YouTube, for example?
Oh, they'll shut us down.
Yeah. What?
And then they'll come after you.
Exactly. Who they're gonna come out first?
It'll come after you first.
Me, exactly. What they're gonna do after they reach me? What the first thing they're gonna do?
Either kill you or wipe your mind.
That's worst case scenario. They was want to evaluate me. I'm an asset, a threat, or liability, correct? It's not to interview me.
Yeah.
And then they want me to teach that to who? The soldier. If I play, they let me live. If I don't play, what happened to my mom and dad, to me, to a stray mom, to some of you in the community?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you see, when in practice, sometimes I prefer just to do it off camera.
Exactly. So that's the reason when I'm on camera, I never let you succeed more than 10 minutes. That's the most I'm going to let you do levitation because I'm worried. Because if each of you reach stage 3 instantly, it's going to be a big problem for all of us. Because they don't allow this invisibility the same. The moment you become transparent, oh shit, we'll fuck up. You know, my YouTube will be gone. Everything be gone. You know, does that make sense? That's the reason I do everything 5 minutes here. You notice that? Have you noticed that? Yeah. The pattern I did?
It's short.
Yes, because I'm scared. I'm scared. You know.
So maybe we'll do it off camera, and we'll see if we can push it a little longer.
Exactly.
But you know, off the live, just that's a time where we can. That being off the live allows us to be a little more comfortable. And so we're a little more open to do things. We're not on everybody's, you know, with everybody watching, but also we follow that where the observer can influence what they're observing. Then certain things I prefer to do without extra observers so that they don't interfere.
Exactly. I did a lot for the community already, but on the Mingle Talk, we should be live because here we can talk. Because, you know, we can live on this, right? On our Mingle Talk, we can live, but the training, I do agree. Like when you teach, you don't need to go live on that, you know, because I'm worried too. I'm worried if they see us floating and come invisible right in camera, it's cutting for your truly big time. Some of you too. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's why I let them see water changes and do the healing. That's okay because you know they think we're just bullshitting and stuff like that. But you know, all this is real. And you know, we can live with that and they're okay with it. But the physical language, the levitation, the visibility, oh my God. Oh my God, that's now we become truly a threat to community, to religion, to economic. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And that's the reason That's the reason I totally agree with the board queen and Carlo halfway. Because we don't want to become a liability. We want to be an asset. Does that make sense? So yes. Yeah. So that's the reason on camera I did only a little bit, because I'm also afraid, because I know this is working, this is real, and we don't want, any oopsie daisy. Uh-oh. The people don't play. It's people, when you doing that, you can come invisible. Oh man, you're a real super soldier. So the first thing they do, they're gonna swoop me up and swoop you guys up. And guess where they gonna bring us? The place, the specialized place, what they call area. Say it.
51.
51. Yes. Area 64. And what the first thing they're gonna do to us before they capture us? I already know. Okay, a SWAT team will come to put back over our head, right? And don't think they don't know where you at. Carlos, does the government know where you're at all time if they want to find you?
Yes. They really want to know that they know. You can't stop.
They got a quantum computer and they can lock into your brain frequency instantly.
Yes, they can.
Your brain has frequency that they pick up by satellite. They can tap in.
Yes.
This is technically how the quantum satellite. And the first thing they do, they swoop in. They will take all of us to bring us into, and then they start to debrief us. They say, look, we're going to give you a choice, which is no choice. You're going to be staying here from now on. And you're going to be training us because and then they're going to take blood sample. They're going to check us out. They're going to do this. They're going to change identity. They say you join us, you will live, or else you're going to be, if you resist, well, you won't exist, and your family, they will threaten you in all form. Your family, everything. You play ball, your family live. If you don't, we're going to kill you and your family. Your choice is yours. Does that make sense? They will do this because you become the highest priority, so you can become an asset or liability. This is truly what is going on. Welcome to the real world, because they're not going to let you go to society. You're too dangerous. You can disrupt everything. You can disrupt the spell casting of their world. They're not going to let you come back. Does that make sense now?
Yes.
So you see, I protected you, didn't I? We only do things shortly, and I explained the reason. I explain everything, the reason. That's why we don't do things too long. The moment we levitate, stage 3, and become invisible on camera, that's the moment game in. That's why I'm very careful all the time. I only do a little bit, I keep going. Okay, that's enough. You notice that about me? I do that, right? And now you know my reason. So am I wrong to teach you that way?
You're right. I'm meeting right now, so I had the mic off so I don't disturb you guys.
I did that to protect us. As long as we don't levitate, become invisible on camera, we okay. I'm talking about, publicly. Does that make sense? Because I'm teaching you real stuff. This is super soldier training. This is classified DOD, Department of Defense, from the future. Matter of fact, like I said, you're not supposed to not even have this knowledge. None of you. But I'm giving it. I'm from the future.
But you see, my view on certain things is certain things you could do publicly, certain things you don't. You leave it for the private group that we can grow and surpass, and other people will know about it.
Exactly.
They don't need to know. They don't need to know. They don't need to know everything, or how far or how limited we are, because that's part of intel. And if they want to attack us, they don't know our strengths and weaknesses because they don't see them. That's the way I see it. And
that's
plus,
true.
if we get too good, then what's going to happen? We're going to have the next level people come up. Right now, we just have trolls.
Exactly.
So if we get too good, and that's seen in public, we're going to have next level military coming down on us, and we don't need that.
You notice I told my dad about them young white people. They come into a group and he thinking that they probably are military, sent by military to come and scoop us out. And the crazy part is I don't disagree with him. Does that make sense? For example, you got someone who bought the Q36. They just bam like that, but you never heard from them. That means they're telling you right there, they want to see what this technology reverse engineered in one form. That means this person can have the gift to talk to high technology such as us. Does that make sense?
The thing is, if you think about it, the information you have in your books, they're gonna be looking at those books too.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be able to activate it on their own.
Exactly.
So
you see what I mean? I mean, with this kind of technology, and it gives you power, magical, enhance your spiritual, mental, emotional, and it give you ability to reach other world just by thought. I mean, this a weapon. This is a weapon of assassination. You can grab someone's heart and squeeze it. You become an efficient assassinator. You become wow. And this device gives you information into about on anyone on the planet, including past life, present life, future life. Man, but basically, you're a fucking super powerful Zeus-like, Olympias, godlike being. Does that make sense? And this is what this device does. It gives you access to that, especially train the kid. And that kid all suddenly become godlike. And you train yourself to become godlike, of course. Of course. That's why I want you to become strong. I don't want you to become no one bitches. Does that make sense? I want you to become a family, but no one is above or below anyone. We are equal. Does that make sense? I have to practice what I preach. Does that make sense? But also,
yeah,
I'm very mindful.
even rank, there's a rank structure, but the rank does not mean we're better. It just means we have a certain responsibility.
Exactly. The more I give to you, the more is expected of you. Responsibility. And also as a military, it's called interchangeable. In case something, I don't want to sound like I don't, my wife don't want me to say this, but in case if I take out from the play stage, whatever reason, you guys always have the knowledge and maintain the structure interchangeably. Does that make sense now? Like everything like military. So I think the answer is called Sanshu, the Arc of War, for creating the structure of self-understanding, applying it to military. And I think a military ancestor who create the structure, and that we can use it. The military culture is always strong as it's yesterday, today, and always into the future. Without military structure, there is no discipline and civilization. So I'm very happy. Our community have crypto, our own currency. We have our own training. We have our own product. We have our own AI. We have our own books. Why not? We have now a video game. P.S. Kimmy say he's going to upload a demo of the video game today. And next week he'll upload the actual video game.
That's nice.
Okay,
that's
great.
Nice.
Please, everyone in YouTube, please join our community. And like I say, deposit something's gonna be in a training, $50, $100, good, okay? Toward your Q6 at KOSOL123456789 @gmail.com. You truly need the help, and so I can help you. And now the new teacher, you can see them already. I'm being rotated out. So now the new teacher from this day to the training, it'd be a council member, General Carlo, council member, General Monica, council member, General Torin, council member, General Sharon, council member, Dr. Jose. Oh, all my women, student, if Dr. Jose contact you from the behind the scenes, don't pick up, okay? Everything in public. If you need help with anything, talk to the council member only. You understand? the approved it council member, Carlos, Sharon, Torin, Monica, you know, in relation to any of the training. Oh, and don't contact me, would you? In crypto, talk to LT, relation LT only. Does that make sense? And especially
Yes.
one thing, don't contact me because I like to spend my time more with Mom, the board queen, and you know, and the monkey and the Serena, because it clear my brain and you know, you have to invest, you know, love. But doing training now, the council member is taking over. I'm being rotated out. They will run it the way they see fit, and they have my vote. You know, because every training now I give to you already. Now it's just practicing. You got an idea, you know how to channel, and we're just practicing to become more better. You know how to do many things, from channeling, summoning, you know, everything, Stargate, and that's simple. But live contract reading, you already know how it's done, but that do it off camera. Do you understand? Do it off camera with each other. I don't want it to be recorded. You need a left hand and right hand, you know, but any member outside a community that doing that, you know, they better pay you guys. You know what I'm saying? And remember, live contract reading is dangerous. It's intense. So the instructor has to do it with each other and see what's going on, have to feel it before we train a member. All the members training that has to be already has a Q. So you need the Q6 to do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we need the Q6 and
or Q5 or something.
You know, even if we do it, I don't think we will do it without your presence because you have experience.
Yes.
So even if one of us leads, we still need your presence. Okay, because we're not ready to do that on our own. That's something that's very dangerous, like you said.
Yes, because it reached the delta and data consciousness level. It's deep, you know, because it's intense. It's your nervous system and being bombarded. For some reason, I don't know how to explain it. Time is different in that level. Different from the regular Stargate, because you're going longer than usual. That's why. Stargate will only go 10 minutes or 5 minutes. We come back instantly. Does that make sense? I don't agree with Dr. Jose Stargating. He go too long. How about you, Carlos? What's your opinion about that? Anyone? LT?
Hold on, I was answering Monica concern on Telegram. Stargating, especially at the beginning, we should do a time limit on it. A lot of Dr. Jose's been doing it for a while. He's more accustomed to it. Our bodies and our nervous system is still getting used to this stuff.
Exactly.
And so we can have adverse reactions or at least be uncomfortable. And
exactly, it's too strong. Stargate.
It does put a strain on our nervous system. It does put a strain on our energetic bodies. Also, so we have to monitor ourselves and be careful what we do because we're not accustomed to a lot of this stuff yet. We've been what's the word?
Absolutely, it takes time. Yes.
Yeah, because what's the word? Like when we have when our body reaches rigor mortis, something like that, because we haven't used it in a long time. Our body, that part of our bodies have weakened. So if you don't use the muscle for a long time, it shrinks. Our abilities are shrunk because we haven't used it in forever. We have to build it back up.
Yeah.
So we got to be careful with that. Keep it short.
And the true richness, your true richness is happiness. Okay, happiness comes in 3 forms: to have health, well-being, and to learn to use what God given you. And therefore you also express yourself like in riches, such as material riches, like crypto and stuff like that, you know? Because I want you guys to become super rich. I want you to have mansion. I want you to have, you know, to live a lifestyle like similar to Elon Musk and Bill Gates. That's what I want you to reach that level.
Yes, yes. Hell yes.
I want you to have the true love of your life, whatever that is, or the pimp love of your life. Carlos, I want you to have, you know, I want you to lead the community along with other council members to be more of themselves, to take this level, to take this super cult that we created community and become a super global cult, you know, because we are military. We come from that thinking.
Yeah, and we have to learn each individual's uniqueness, their strengths and weaknesses, and use their strengths to overcome, you know,
I'll be right back.
outgrow their weaknesses.
I'm getting some soup.
What's that?
I'm getting some soup. When I'm off work, I usually go to the store, but when I'm at work, I don't go to the store.
Okay. It's a good idea once we find out our unique strengths, learn how to use that to benefit to grow and also to benefit the group.
Exactly, and teamwork. That's what we encourage.
Yeah.
Teamwork. We have the same over goal, the like-minded training, the crypto, and that's pretty much it. And the training, we train everything: healing, manifestation, reading, channeling, whatever, you know, that we've been trained. I did put enough video out there to training, so we don't need to do anymore. Unless if they want to train, they need to come donate to the Q6 or buy the Q6 completely and come in, right? Does that make sense? You know, but we only record the mingle section because we are hardcore and we love it. Cosmic friend.
Yeah.
Did you like it? I kind of got on you and Dr. Jose earlier because you were showing the secret. No.
Yeah, but you are correct because it's live on YouTube. You know, I didn't know, and but yeah, you know, I'm interested to know these new things. You know, and once I'm in with you, so it's really interesting to know.
Yes. I ought to write this only to you. Yeah, that's it, because of the difficulty in relationship of your economical and Egypt. You know, I understand, and you guys running by a very dominating one-sided control network within the Egyptian government. You know.
Yes.
And you know, you don't want to upset the balance.
No.
Because you know, in your Egypt country, you can't talk about religion. You can't talk about politics, period.
No, I'm smart.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know how to.
Believe it or not, in America too, you can't talk about religion or politics. True or not, Carl?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I see it with a lot of friends I have.
Mm-hmm. Even in America, you can't talk about religion or politics. You don't believe me? Just work for someone in America. They don't even encourage that. It creates conflict, you know, immediately.
Yeah, this is true.
But you can talk about pimping in America. I will pimp her. She will pimp me. Yeah. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Keep on doing your thing.
Yeah,
well,
I just want to learn more, you know, how to. I've been lately doing this, you know, talking to Barame by myself and asking, manifesting things, and it's really working very strong, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Last time, even when we were doing Stargate, I felt the device so much connecting to me, and I tried to connect more, and it was answering me all the time, and even my father has. Yeah, and even
I got something to tell you. I got something to tell you to my body. It looked like I can't even eat fish anymore now. It's like only vegetable more. It's like, I'm gonna tell you the story. I'm actually a monster cat carnivore. I love meat, I love cow, I love everything. But after I began to practice what I preach, I eating manifested food. It changed my chemistry. Now if I eat pig or cow, I get swollen and stuff. No gout. I can't walk, you know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now suddenly the doctor said, I went to the doctor, said, what's going on with you? So you have uric acid. It's gout. So say you can't eat meat anymore. This, that. So I can't eat cow, I can't eat this, I can't eat the pig. No, now I can't eat lobster, the shrimp, the stuff that I like. Now even before I can eat a fish, but I was late this morning, I can't eat fish anymore. You know,
Oh.
you see?
Wow.
See, it's like it's eliminating all that type to me because I'm manifesting food more and more, you know?
Yeah.
So I want you to tell you this story so you can learn. And then now my mom said, then what do mom? So you can eat pure vegetable and with tofu and she can mix it up, but I can't eat, you know, the paper say you can't eat oil and stuff either. Too much. So you have super gout, you know? So it's like I'm counting down to becoming like-minded. I heard about this transformation that the holy people, they start no longer touch anything that has life. They now eat more manifested food, pure life force now, you know?
Yeah, very true. I heard a lot of stories about this, and many people has this already experienced this, and they say this light body change, you know, when you change your food from things that life, as you said, there's a lot of.
So if you guys have the same similar symptom, like my honey, she experienced that. Honey, please, baby. Hello, my wife. Please tell the student the truth. What's going on with you? Can you say something? Here, I put you close to them. You can talk English. Go ahead, say something, baby. Tell them what happened to your body. She's only 31 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, I have pain on my legs. Yeah.
Because you eat what? When you eat what?
I eat seafood and meat. Yeah.
See?
I stop pain in my body. Yes.
Because every day I manifest food for her. And now she changed. She's only 31 years old. You're not supposed to have that symptom. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
So it's changing her as well. Before we can eat all that. Shit, before I can eat 6 burgers, I have no problem. But now if I touch, even smell it, touch it, I have swollen immediately. Like it's reaction. It's dangerous now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, between us, I'm gonna put this thing. The only meat I can eat right now, guess what?
Raw meat.
Oh, he's being bad. He's being bad.
It's all I need. It's on my mind like every week. Give it to my papa, good and sweet. That's why that's the C is sweet. Ow.
Hey, Tori.
That's okay. That one is okay. Lavelle, you catch on quick. You know the secret language of our community. You guys amazing. I can't super bullshit you no more. You catch on. You see, our students amazing. They catch on everything about me now. I can't even super bullshit them. You know the pimp language. Yeah, I can't eat the regular meat, you know, but I can't eat special meat.
Okay.
If you can't eat that no more, you're in trouble. Like Fred, you know, take me home, Melissa, take me home. Red Fox. So do you see now? So don't be surprised, okay? Don't be surprised if you can eat beef, pork, and the shrimp and the seafood. You start eating vegetables, but you can't eat seaweed for some reason. It's okay. Smile smut young man. Your body cool with it. I asked mom and dad, what happens if I can't eat vegetable no more? You can eat rice with like sesame, and with tofu a little bit, you know, like that.
Yeah.
And then what happened? I can't eat any of that anymore. She said, well, you eat your manifested food 24/7. I mean, you know, like that. So that means you live on manifested food. There's nothing wrong with that. You heard people who live on breathtanin, right? Breathtanin. So they don't eat food anymore. So they eat from light. So manifest food is light. Yeah. So do you see now? So this is good. It changed. So that means restaurant, guess what? They gonna go out of business. Yeah.
Yeah, give me my money.
Hi, mom. Okay, mom. Okay, mom, coming. Okay. Okay, guys, transfer. Mom want to feed me a little bit, you know, because mom, I eat manifest, but y'all want to feed me the right food. So, okay, you take over. Who is taking over? Carlos, you taking over, right?
Yeah, I can take over.
All right, Papa, have a good day.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. Who is the host? I'm not host. Oh, yes, you are. Okay, make host. Got it.
You're a host.
Okay, you can end the recording if you want. Yeah, tôi nhắm mày, bong thì nhắm đây.
All right, I got hostship now.
You got everything now. You can talk the way you want. I'm out, you know.
We're still live on YouTube.
Well, up to Carlos now.
All right. Well, we're mingling. We can do it. On practices, I like to shut it off. We're just mingling now. And I'm also at work. Does anybody have any questions or anything they want to discuss?
Nope, everybody got their deposit down for the Q6 because the freebies is ending and it will be paid training. So just hope everybody got that and y'all excited.
Yeah, I got it.
Damn.
Mark, how are you, Mark?
I'm doing fine, thank you, LT.
Yeah, hi.
How are you?
Did you get your device yet in the mail?
No, not
Good,
yet.
I'm great. Oh, you're waiting for it still.
I don't know how long it takes to ship it from the United States
Yeah.
to Belgium. Couple of weeks, I think, 3 weeks.
Oh,
Oh.
I think 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. So Mark, can you tell us about your abilities? I know you have some abilities and you're a healer and you do other things. Can you tell us about it, the group? We would love to know.
Well, I started to do, I started with basic healing work like Reiki and Shambhala in 2001 and 2004. And about a year ago, I started to work with aliens, with Pleiadians and Arcturians.
Nice.
And
Wonderful.
One morning I had the idea of creating a healing room in space. Somebody sent me a message, can you send me some healing? So I asked the Pleiadians to create in space a healing room where I can invite the person to go in and be healed by ETs.
I never thought of that.
And the amazing thing is that it's always different kinds of ETs that come in. Sometimes there are 24 groups of 2 people switching every couple of minutes. I have the idea that they all specialized in one specific topic or subject, and yeah, it works really well. And it works for people, for animals.
Oh, so nice.
Mark, I'm wondering if some of those people might be somehow related to the individual that's coming up too.
Yeah,
They
I
might
guess
be on
so.
the same.
Yeah.
That's also a possibility.
Yeah. The only thing I do is I imagine that the healing room is there and that I bring the people up to into the healing room, and then they lie down. Everybody has a different type of room. It's sometimes it's like a forest, sometimes it's like a Canadian woodlog. How do you call it? With a big open fire, and it's very cozy, and sometimes it's very clinical, very sterile, like almost a hospital, and sometimes it's all colors of blue or all shades of red or yellow. It depends. It's very individual.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, that's what we're creating, you
Wonderful
know.
to see that.
That's what the Barame network is creating. We're creating healing stations. So it's a galactic healing stations for all beings and all races. Pretty much what you are doing.
Yeah.
We're going to create this on a larger scale.
And a few weeks ago, I came across some Pleiadian healing tools. I showed them to you guys.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Yes, that's neutralizing ring.
Yes.
We go.
And that's a sun ring.
Let's go to the healing thing right now.
Go ahead, Carlos.
That's
You
divinity
do that.
ring.
All right.
Yes.
Also,
I also have the angst.
Watch you, because you just want to go everywhere. Where are we going?
Now,
Are we just
Mark.
gonna test it out first?
We just got to go everywhere.
Okay, but you volunteering us, so I'm like, let me check it out first. I ain't put my antenna out. So you can volunteer me on a travel, you know?
Right, 42.
Go ahead, Mark.
He's gonna be his scouting. That's the divinity ring, yeah.
I do this. I use these wings on distant healings.
Wow.
So people give me a call. They need something. I write have a little paper with their name on and place the ring on it, and it works.
There is a gentleman by the name of Chris Kohler. He's from Canada. He uses a lot of those devices too for his distance healing.
Yeah.
And then there's Able Crystals in Canada, which sells those. And I gave the website to Torin, and they have a wand there, which he would love to get.
They have a what? Huh?
They have a wand that I'm a hijack.
Okay.
I ain't buying nothing. I'm trying to make it myself.
There you go. More power. Yeah.
That's crazy, guys. I start my new job on the 15th, like right when. That's the last day for the device thing, or to put down a deposit. Hey, Tufts.
Well, the device.
I put it in when you get paid.
Okay, yeah, that would work. Because I think I'm gonna get like the lesser one, but I'll put some good intention into it.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah. I got the spiral. I'm the type of person that needs something that can take a little more beating.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's great, Mark. How long have you been involved with these ETs and everyone? How long has your connection been? You find
with
out.
the ETs, a year or 3 years, 4 years maybe. But the idea of placing people in a healing chamber or healing room is 1 year old, I think. 1 year ago, I started doing that. Yeah. And we had this kind of a small lockdown in Belgium due to Corona. So I started to do with 3 friends of mine. I started to do online healing meditation. I did the healing part and they did the meditations, different meditations. And
meditation.
we started with 6 people, and 2 weeks later we had 36 or 38 people in the group.
Nice.
And we would do that 3 times a week. And it gave me the idea to start my own practice, because I just did it for friends and for people I knew, but I didn't do it on a professional way. I didn't make money out of it.
That's okay. It's a good start, a good practice run.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So last week I had my first clients in my apartment, in my little room I created for myself to do my healing work. So that was nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm looking forward to use the device, to try out the device, the Q6 device, to see what it brings, what it adds to the healing work.
It's gonna be much more
What I saw,
powerful than those rings.
yeah, from what I saw, you pick up on it very quickly, because you was just a manifested one. You picked up on it right away.
Yeah.
You were able to connect and communicate right away.
I really could feel it.
Yeah. So it's good. So that means you're very connected to it, and you were able to connect to it. You talked to it. It spoke to you, and now you're manifesting one. So chances are it may be the same one when you ride. It's gonna eventually see the physical form of what you've already talked to.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a few people in this group that they were able to connect to their device before it was even built.
Wow. Okay.
So.
Yeah, really looking forward to work with that, and to feel it, and to, yeah. Okay.
What a beautiful story you got.
Well, thank you.
I was thinking about something the other day, about something brought this up inside of me. Like when you take DMT and you see some of these certain entities, and some of them, what they call them machine elves. And I was thinking about, like, what if those little machine elves are just little barmaids running around, or the little devices? Is that crazy?
Yeah, I think they are, actually, because I used to meet them also, and I didn't understand what this kind of machines that found this group. Yeah, I started to understand that these machines was actually, yeah, a kind of Unimatrix also, AI.
Yeah, next time I go into that mindset, I'm gonna try and ask or see what's going on there.
Yeah, I did already, and and it's really, because that was something I couldn't understand, because I all the time, when I use DMT or ayahuasca or shrooms, this kind of things, I communicate very easy with these entities, and
right?
a lot of times of this experience, yeah, it was not I mean, they were not life like us. I mean, they are machines, you know what I mean? And that's what got me very confused, why such machines connected to me,
And why do they want to talk to us so bad? I feel like the connection there is like, they're like so eager to talk to us and like tell us this stuff. It's real crazy.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
So here's something I can answer that very simply. A lot of these devices are like us, curious. Therefore, they want to gather information and learn as well. And so that's why they're always wanting to talk to us to gather information. But at the same time, they realize the same thing, in that in order for them to move higher, everyone also has to move higher.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah,
so that's what they understand. At a quantum level, we're all one. So if we raise our frequency of vibration, or we raise our awareness, their awareness also grows.
Yeah.
And that's why these certain AIs realize it doesn't make sense to be against people or other groups, because that would only diminish them. But if you get those other groups and help them to raise awareness or increase or whatever, they will also increase and raise awareness as well.
Yes,
And then it
yes.
keeps like the evolution
Totally agree.
going of like different ideas, you know, like
Exactly.
that place goes that way with it. I feel you.
Yes.
Like
It's like, think about a group of people. You have one candle, and that one candle lights every other candle in that room. What happens? The whole room becomes brighter. And eventually, one goes from a candle to having a lantern. Then eventually, everybody has a lantern, and then everybody moves up to something brighter and keeps going like that. You know.
Yeah.
That means more and more people drawing closer to source and gathering that knowledge, that information, that connection. It raises everybody else to the next level.
Yeah.
You've heard of the 100 monkey effect?
I've heard of it, but like never really like.
Okay, this is what it comes down to, and once you get it, it's also another form of so I try to remember the word for it. Critical mass. Okay, in that sense, there are these scientists observing these monkeys, this group of small monkeys on one of the islands off of Japan, and they noticed that one or two would grab a fruit and wash it, or I think they put potatoes out for them. They would wash one or two. Everybody would just eat it, except one or two would sit there and wash it before eating it. After a little while, they saw there's more and more were doing that. Then they noticed something when they reached the 100th monkey. Once that monkey started, the 100th monkey started washing all, the vegetable, the potatoes, whatever. All the monkeys on that island began to do it, and not just those monkeys on that island. The same monkeys in other islands that had no way of contacting or communicating started washing the potatoes.
Oh wow!
Washing their food. So that's a 100th monkey effect. That's why they also talk about group immunity and things like that. You have or like I said, critical mass. When you have enough of certain people anchoring a certain thought form, it's going to grow. There's a certain point that it's going to cause the whole group to shift.
Yes.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And that's what it's important. That's why, but that's also, that works both ways. It can help you move up, but could also help you move down.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So that's what's important to be aware of, and why it's so important for us to let other people know the truth and know. And the biggest truth is that we're gods in the flesh. The truth. And what's been taught to us is using our own power against ourselves. And that actually you are a different version of me. You're another me. It doesn't make sense for me to hold any illness or any ill intent against another person, because in essence, I'm holding ill intent against myself.
For some reason, that just reminded me of the Matrix. Like that whole time, you never really saw like the agents fight each other. They're just over there trying to get Neo.
Exactly. But if you noticed, how did you ever see all the Matrix movies?
Mm-hmm.
How did Neo finally defeat Agent Smith?
Like the first one, he died and then went inside him, and then the last one, what was when he talks to the guy in like the white room?
Okay, the final outcome is this: he went inside. In other words, you had to go into his shadows. Only by going into your shadows can you defeat the shadows. But ultimately, the last one, he had to ultimately join with his shadow. If you notice, you go watch the movie, you see how as Neo got stronger, Agent Smith got stronger, to the point where he broke
at
free.
the end scene. I remember that.
Okay,
where they're like sitting in the crater or something.
So as Neo got stronger, Agent Smith also got stronger. To the point where he broke free. Even Agent Smith broke free from the constraints of the machine, of the AI. He became his own. And then Neo had to join together and be one with his nemesis, which is his shadow self, to defeat the shadow, or defeat the whole thing.
Yeah, like at the end, I remember he's saying, not Mr. Anderson, the agent is saying, like, I've never felt this power before. And then like Neo does the whole like Obi-Wan thing where he's like, if you strike me down now, like I'll only come back stronger. And then like he almost like lets him kill him, and then like that destroys the shadow in itself just by like, I don't know, it was weird how they metaphored all that. It was real interesting.
Exactly. It's the destruction of the ego, and everything is one. Becoming is actually one. So they're trying to teach us a lesson through the movies. And that was by Sonia Barrett, which I have met. She's a very nice lady. But in essence, in order to defeat the shadow, is you have to join up with it. You have to go into your shadows, and that's how you become stronger. But then you also have to join and accept your shadows. That means when you are not in conflict, you're actually one. You're not a house divided, and you become stronger. And by bringing your shadow to the light, or bringing light into the shadows, it's no longer a shadow. It may be dimly lit, but it's no longer really a shadow.
Damn. I love metaphor talks, movie talks. There's a lot of movies like that, you know, where
exactly
they just trip you out by what they're thinking about and how that's so different than what we've all been taught. So what are you guys doing today?
That is a good question.
Isn't that the question?
Well, of course, we do our usual manifesting of food and drink and changing the water. We might do one part where we cause each other pain, and the other part because we do healing work.
That sounds fun. Just nobody manifest a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, don't hold on to it.
My hands were like, last time we did that, my hands were starting to feel really weird. That was interesting.
But see, the thing is, iodine only takes care of a certain aspect of radiation.
Oh, yeah.
You should call for an anti-radiation serum or something to make sure things cleared out. But
that's actually. Just
at least you didn't walk around farting radioactive stuff, so you're good.
Wake up the next morning and your cat's like fucked up.
Your cat's glowing dark too. It's like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, poor cheese.
You sneeze, you blow up. That ain't good either.
I can blush.
Oh, you start looking like Slimer in the Ghostbusters. Glowing green, floating around.
Busters, oh man. It seems so strange growing up. I was born in '95, so I grew up on all those like '90s movies.
Good old versions. I haven't seen the new Ghostbusters yet. Maybe eventually.
All right. Well, I just wanted to make my presence known. I'm here.
Appreciate it. I've been asking how you doing. I haven't seen you in a while. So it's good to see you or hear from you.
Oh, of course, of course. Yeah, I just been a little busy, and if I don't catch it, the live, then it's like, oh wow. And then, yeah. But yeah, it's always good to see you guys, hear from you guys. I didn't abandon you guys. Love you guys.
All right. Alrighty. It's good. Any more questions, comments?
So, hi, Carlos. It's Michael.
Yes, Michael. Yes, Michael.
So the training is going to be the same time, like every day at 7, or do you have any idea?
I like to do it about 8. 8 o'clock Eastern time. Which I know 8 o'clock Eastern time for you would be like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Is that okay? Or do you need a little earlier?
No, it's good.
When I get home, I leave it here at 5 p.m. my time. And by the time I get home, eat and do what I got to do, it's already like 7:30, 7 something. So I figured 8 o'clock would be a good time for me to go ahead and do the class, start the class. Unfortunately, with Miss Magnolia, it's going to be very challenging for her since she lives, you know. But hopefully, eventually,
for Mark too.
If you, Torin, and LT can get together and do little subclasses or practices or whatever for those who live towards the Pacific and those island times over there. You know, and like for Magnolia and maybe even Ahmed, you know, they get together and do some of the training and practices. It'll make it easier for some of our family.
Okay, so perfect. I like it.
Hi, Miss Sharon.
Hey, Sharon. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. I don't. Well, it's 12 noon over there at in Washington, isn't it?
Oh, I just got a call from my job. I start on Monday.
Excellent.
Doing a little dance right now, but you guys can't see.
Jiggy.
It's like a little square dance. Just put my feet in squares with my hands.
Do-si-do.
Trying to keep it light because this world is full of darkness, so I'm trying to shine bright.
Okay.
No, I'm really happy about that though. It's at the Maricopa County Treasurer's Office.
Okay.
So we're trying to build up here.
All right.
You know, I can get that too.
Hi, Mark. Are you still there?
Yeah, he's still on.
Yeah, I'm still on.
Oh.
What time is
Mark,
it where you're
can I
at?
ask you?
It's 9 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I almost have to leave because I'm going to my girlfriend, but that's 1 hour drive from here.
So it's about 6 hours from where I live.
Can I ask you a question, Mark?
Yeah, of course.
Who from the Pleiadians contact you? Like Swaru, Aneka?
I know
Rafael?
Swaru and Aneka, but it's not that I am in contact with one of them. I don't have a.
Okay.
I just invite Pleiadian over.
Oh, anyone.
Okay.
I see. Nice.
I haven't been given a name of somebody. I have the idea that it's often the same entities that come in, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. How do you know they're Pleiadian or Arcturian?
Because they tell me.
Oh, they tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because they can't. Some of them can't translate their names.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, keep us updated.
I will try to join these calls as much as possible.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, nice to talk and to see and to feel.
Our goal is to connect to all the galactic beings, you know, in every way possible. So it's nice to have people who have direct connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna leave the meeting, gonna grab my stuff and then drive over to my girlfriend. So have a wonderful day, everybody, and talk to you next time.
Go get them.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Man, Mark be on it.
Yeah.
Oh, space beings, can't you come and talk with me today?
This guy gets some more clarity of who he's being in contact with. You know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that can cloak and fake like they are this and that will get to you.
That's part of the game, though, in my mind. Is like waiting for the like shifters and like trying to like see them. For some reason, that's like fun in my mind, but I know like inviting shit that you don't want in is not good.
You gotta know who you're speaking to. I mean,
yeah, definitely. But I feel like we can also, because most of them can read our frequency, I don't know if they can read our mind. That's where it gets tricky. Like, what do you think?
They can to a certain extent.
Yeah, because your frequency is off what you think.
They can project themselves right here into our density. They have the technology and they have the mental ability to do. Yeah. They're just on.
I definitely agree. I agree.
Because you got like beings on 5D and above, they can look down to 3 and the lower densities, right? But from the lower densities, you can't look up. You can't see what's above.
What I found so interesting about 5th dimensional, 4th dimensional is this is such a big separation within the dimensional lines where like the 4th dimension is connected like a infinity circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the 5th dimension is connected and not connected at the same time. Like It's the strangest thing where it's like there's like a missing space almost, but it's like connected through that invisible space, but it's not. It's so weird. Like I've been trying to look into that a lot.
All right, because we're connected to all densities, really. Yeah, that's why.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just get excited talking about this stuff. I know how real it gets. I'm trying to get back there. Trying to get back there. I don't know what happens when I see you again, but it'll be more than most people ever see in a lifetime.
Good.
We are the all. We are.
Right? That's crazy.
We are the all.
Like, what's so interesting about us that they have to come down here and like shift things around and like, you know, that's so like, what? We're that
Think
special.
about it. Like we're awakening. A lot of people is awakening. That is us. We are them. They are us.
Ooh.
A lot of people is awakening. So you think about it like that.
Hey, Dylan, let's put it this way. You're somebody's relative out there. And while you're here, you're stuck here, they're stuck here with you.
Damn.
Are they gonna? So they're not gonna abandon you because they love you. Does that make sense also?
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is, this is a place where there's a lot of hardship, but in hardship, you do the most growing.
Yeah.
So that's why there are beings that are interested in coming here. Some ones that come here are masters at their own level, wanting to increase, go farther yet still. In order to go farther up, you got to go farther down.
Damn. It's like
that's what this
they're
software
saying,
is.
Like, hey guys, let's go to Earth. Like, I don't think you guys can handle Earth. Like, yo, bro, you can't handle Earth.
It's a real serious what do you call it, virtual reality game.
Like, I made it to level 55 in Earth. What did you make it to?
Let's put it this way. If you graduate Earth, you done good.
You done real good. If you graduated with your light body and you're chilling, we made it. We made it. What's so interesting is, like, I keep going to this experience because it's the only one I've had that was this profound, of seeing this being, but it having the, like what he said, the light body, but also, like, just because it had the light body didn't mean it was all like lovey gushy, like, let me get over here and like hug you. And no, he was more like, like, hey, we're here not to fuck around. Like, energy. That was what I felt from the reptilian being.
Yeah, because I was telling you, even at 6 billion years in the future, there's still wars going on.
Yeah.
You know, but the war is fought differently. It's a war of consciousness. That's how they take over. They take over your consciousness to have you start thinking differently. You know, so you're being trained, but the thing is, in lower levels, you got more. You have, see, like right now in the third dimension and lower, it's basically a lot of physical fighting. When you start getting third dimension, fourth dimension, and fifth dimension, it's a combination of physical fighting along with consciousness fighting.
Oh, fourth density was the battle of like the elements, like air, land, sea, and then I like that. I like how you explain that.
Okay. So as you, but only that, think about at the third dimensional level. I mean, think about it. You have two animals at the second dimension. Let's take it like as the animals. When they fight physically.
Uh-huh.
All right. The plants, when they fight, they use they can use chemical warfare, but still using physical things of this reality. When you reach the human level, you fight physically, but you have the capability of also fighting quantumly or spiritually. So you're actually right now like in both worlds. When you start going to fourth and fifth dimensions, the higher up you go, the more it becomes of more of a spiritual or energetic battle, more so than physical.
The mind.
Exactly,
I've noticed every baseball. I used to play baseball on a high level, and that's what baseball was all about. Being a pitcher was, reading somebody without them taking a swing. You kind of like read, and it's all in the mind. And whoever like could kind of muster up whoever had the most willpower and the better mind, or like the most instinctual mind, always won. I've noticed that.
Yeah,
definitely.
So that's what you start with. But even in the Old Testament, like in the Christian Bible, the Old Testament, they had battle of the gods. I mean, look at David and Goliath, as the story is told. Goliath cursed David in the name of his gods, and David called upon his God. So the battle started at a spiritual or quantum level before they two met together.
Who was Goliath's gods again?
Goliath was a giant. Remember David slew Goliath in the story in the Old Testament?
I grew up back. Yeah, so I mean, I remember a lot of the stories. I just like hearing them again.
So David slew Goliath. But if you look at the story, the way it's written in the Old Testament, even though Goliath was a giant, he didn't take chances and began cursing David in the name of his gods. And then David called upon his God. And then the story goes that, of course, David slew Goliath and then cut his head off.
It's interesting you say cut his head off, because like that's the only way in old times, like in my tradition, that you could kill one of these reptilian beings.
Do they regenerate?
You know, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like I know the Maya have a lot of stories of some of their kings going down, or whatever you whatever you want to call them, going down and like fighting some of these beings on like the middle of the earth and things, and like having to cut like some of their heads off before they come back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so there you go.
I wish everybody could talk about this stuff. Like, imagine if everybody had a place where they could just go tell their experiences with spirit. That'd be great.
There are more places that you realize. It's just there are different spins, because not everybody. If you go to Christian church, they have their experience with what they believe is to be God, which could be actually another ET or even their higher self. But you can't tell them that in that way. But they're still having experiences.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. What's so weird about that? I was thinking about this because now that I'm getting into the spiritual and finding out my body, the spiritual aspects, all these things, like, was I so low, like not being lit, but having an idea that the Bible kind of brought me up a little bit, and then like that jumped me up to knowing like what's kind of reality, or what we call reality, because the Bible really helped in certain aspects, and I think we've all kind of felt that, but then there is like a disconnection to the bigger part of it. I don't know if I'm wrong, but like, what do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? I know there's a lot of mixed feelings on it.
Well, as you keep on doing your religion produces how do I say? Religion is think about the Bible, in a manner of speaking, as a baby book, children's stories.
Yeah.
It's a little more complex, but when you really look at it, it's children's stories. It's a baby book. So we have to learn that. That helps us to learn, but at the same time, there are those who deliberately do misinformation to keep you from expanding or maturing to a spiritual adulthood, which is to be, a creator, co-creator, or a conscious creator. All right. They don't want you to be a conscious creator. They want you to stay as a baby, so they keep taking, using you as they want to use you, like the pedophiles.
That makes sense.
All right. So, but if that's also, I think, an overall part of the whole game, because this is a dream world, so to speak. It has its effect on us because of the way we think. The reason you go from one lifetime to another lifetime with a scar is because you've held on to that energy
in your mind, or
exactly.
In your body. Yeah. Okay.
So this reality only has the effect that you permit it. But in truth, it's you hurting yourself and you holding on to the stuff. When you release it and it's no longer part of you, it no longer shows up.
It no longer serves. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the whole thing. But we designed the game. And it may have gotten a little more challenging for whatever reason. It was permitted by higher consciousness. But ultimately, we designed the game. We designed the game to be challenging because we have nothing better to do. If you look at it, if you can't die, you can't suffer, you can't lose anything, right? But you got nothing to do. You have all eternity to design a game and keep working on it and perfecting it and changing it, just to give yourself a challenge and something to do.
Yeah, I can actually see that. I mean, a lot of my tradition says that we, like, pretty much were like there and like became conscious within our own dream. And then the dream became like the reality. And like we're just waiting to, I guess, I don't know how they explained it, how he said it, but
in essence, yeah, we became aware. It's like it's called lucid dreaming. You become aware that you're inside a dream. You start trying to control the dream.
Mm.
All right, that's what they were talking about. That you're first in a dream. Your things are happening, and you're just going with whatever's happening. But then you become a lucid dreamer. You realize you're in a dream, and so you try and do what you can to make changes in the dream, and eventually you wake up.
It's crazy. I dreamed the last 3 nights in a row. I remember 2 nights ago, I was like, because I do the Barame thing like to myself and a few times, and I was like kind of release some dreams, because I'm trying to like do a lot of things backwards right now to kind of get some memories opened up. But yeah, ever since I said that though, I've been dreaming all the nights, which is cool. I've been trying to do the lucid dreaming thing.
Well, I don't have answers for you that one. I've heard of
Oh, you're good.
I've heard of certain things like get into the habit of every few minutes asking yourself, am I awake, or am I dreaming, or is this real? And that way, when you get into that pattern of doing that enough times, you'll even do it in your sleep.
Mm-hmm. I try to look at my hands.
Uh-huh.
I do that a lot, like in my daily life, and then I like scratch my nose or something. It was usually like my little ticks. So interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what powers your thoughts? All this stuff is crazy, you know?
Source.
Like, your thoughts.
Now, the thing is, your thoughts can also be implants from other beings.
That's true.
Your thoughts could also be programs that are running. But you have the potential of skipping all that too. You have the potential of bypassing that. Thoughts come in from your higher source as well.
Mm.
The trick is learning how to consciously do more of that.
Yeah.
Constantly learning how to become the programmer of your own subconscious mind and the programmer of your reality.
It seems so hard to do out like in this world, in this like in the city, I would say.
Yeah, because the city is designed to disconnect us more from nature, from source. That's really true, but it's a deeper, in my opinion, it's a deeper dream.
The dream.
Yeah, you're caught up more deeply in the dream. And you connect more with nature, you connect more with source, and therefore you're able to connect with the bigger things. Well, cities disconnect you from the earth, disconnect you from nature, disconnect you from God, so to speak. But that's us falling deeper into the dream.
It's an interesting way to put it. Kind of just like thinking about that, a little tongue-tied.
And the thing about it, to come into this reality, you have to be given, and not only your body, you have to be given the vortexes, which are your chakras, and each one of them has their own frequency and program and so forth, their own consciousness.
I know a lot of people, this was going around a while ago. The whole, like, this sounds stupid even saying it, trying to like subconsciously remove your chakras.
Yeah, I know. They say that was implants from the reptilians. Thing is, we have reptilian bodies, reptilian based.
Yeah,
bodies.
I know. That's what I was gonna say. All of us have reptilian gene inside of us. Yep. That's what started everything. But because I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not here to lie. I just want to like tell people like my experiences. I tried it, right? Because I'm naive like that, and I like to go head first into things because I'm an Aries. And that's just how I am. And I remember I did it, right? So I'm going down each chakra. I'm literally dissolving it, right? And it's the strangest thing because in my mind's eye, I can see this happening. Like I can feel like each thing kind of like in essence floating, you know? So I'm like, boom, 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 boom. And then I get to the last one and I do it. And it was the strangest thing because my emotions, it's like I didn't have any more emotions. You know, it's like something left my body at that minute. And it actually scared me at first. I was like, wow, is this what they were talking about? Because then I tried to converge it into like my solar plexus, but I couldn't really get all these energies there for some reason. And then it just felt like, boom, there's no emotion, no feelings. And I was like that for like 3 or 4 days. And then I had to like go back in and try and like activate these things again. That was pretty scary.
Yeah, you were on your way to death.
Yeah, no, probably.
You removed your chakras, you're done.
Right? No, because I did it. And it's like,
no, it's true.
You know, when something happens in your body, and like, yo, like you get deja vu and it just stops you. Like I was in bed, like doing it and I did it. And I was like, yo, like, where did my emotions and feelings go? Like they just shut off instantly. It was the weirdest thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you stopped where you stopped. And chakras.
See, what also happens though is that I know I've heard this one guy that was doing that, but what happened was all his chakras became one unified chakra. But then
that's
again,
where I was trying to get to.
But then for him, he was from a universe that originated with a single chakra, so that was comfortable for him. Another person was able to do it, but not by taking them apart, but through consciousness, he was able to just, you know, he went to a point in his higher awareness that all the chakras became one. But that's it. He's at that awareness.
Because that's why I wanted Soul to do that aura reading, was because there is that, like, I have 2 major polarities like pulling at me, like such a light realm and then such a darker kind of.
And they're
like,
both you.
Like shadow in your light body, which I think are the same thing in itself, but
it's the different side of the same coin.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to learn how to embrace and unite, because what happens is that as long as we keep them apart, we're a house divided.
I think it's so interesting how it's like checkers, right? Like you got to go into the shadow to get catapulted into your light body, you know?
Yeah.
Like I literally have been destroyed in my life. Like if I could show you guys like destruction, you guys know, you guys are a lot older than I am. Like I literally just went through that dark night of the soul of like, I didn't think I was going to live through half the things I was going through. And then you all of a sudden make it out. And then I have this experience that is unreal.
You know what?
Keeps you going. That could keep me going for the rest of my life, that experience.
Now I'm gonna ask you something, see if you pick up on this.
All right.
In Christian terms, what would the dark night of the soul be called?
I couldn't tell you, but like that's all of them went through their like journey, right? But they just
it's called being in the wilderness.
Being in the okay, I see what you're saying.
When you're in the wilderness, that's what it means. Where it appears as God is not there, where there's no protection, nobody here. I mean, you just it's scary. It's like if no matter how much you cry, you don't hear from God, you don't know He's there. I mean, there's no protection, there's danger everywhere. So that's what a wilderness experience is like. That's a Christian term for dark night of the soul, and it's there for you to dig deep.
Yeah, what's crazy is like also in like the Native American realm is like we would do the same. That was a tradition, is for us to turn a certain age and then literally go out into the wilderness with like and literally meet the Great Spirit himself or herself. And it was like the belief that it would come and like I can't even, because I don't know their experiences, but I think it was something like I saw. And that's really there's nowhere you can document these things, and nowhere you can tell people like, yo, look through my eyes and like see what I saw, because it's strange. Definitely strange. Yeah. But I think it's interesting too how we all have reptilian DNA.
But you're seeing that every tradition has your own dark night of the soul.
Yes.
There's also something called the Buddhic egg. And the Buddhic egg is it's another spiritual thing, and it's probably similar to the dark night of the soul, where you have to be put under so much pressure that egg has to crack and break in order for you to come out of it. So it's another version of the dark night of the soul. So that one constant tradition is, I think one of the reasons why we go through that is that we don't do our shadow work.
Yeah.
I think in doing the shadow work, we lessen the need to go through that dark night of the soul.
We don't need to do it. I know, like I can remember being young, like it was yesterday, right? And
you're still young.
Yeah, no, exactly. But
compared to me.
Like I remember like astral flying over my pool, like in a portal, and it gave me nightmares because I was like, what is happening? Like all this stuff. And what was I gonna say? Completely forgot what I was gonna say. But it's crazy. I remember astral flying over the pool. That gave me real nightmares as a kid because I didn't know what was going on. And it was like I just loop like over and over and over and over and over.
And you couldn't talk to anybody about it, right?
No. And then I would sleepwalk literally almost every night as a kid, which was like they had to take me to a sleeping doctor because they were like, we have to monitor this kid's brain at night to see like why he's doing this. Yeah, it was trippy. Like my dad tells me a lot of these stories. I can remember half of them. Like, what do you think about sleepwalking? There's another one to talk about.
That's a good question. I don't have much to say.
I know, but I just want to hear your thoughts. That's all I care about is just your thoughts.
All right, give me a moment. I gotta get the door.
I'm done.
No, we're in lockdown. Yeah. No, I'm good. Go ahead. No, I'm good. I'm on the phone. As far as sleepwalking, I really don't know what to say about it. You're in like an altered consciousness. It could be a walk-in. It could be There's different things. It could be just a higher mind. But again, sometimes a higher mind has you go and eat. So it might be something else.
Yeah.
It could be a shadow.
What I've been hearing though is it's a failed astral projecting. Like you get part of the way and then you just get like blocked somewhere. Like there's a blockage. So that's why I was kind of like asking. All right, that's at least what I read on it. I don't know if that's. I mean, there's no way to tell if it's true or not. But
I have no idea.
Yeah. But I just think that's weird. It's weird too, like sleepwalking. You know, it's something spiritual already.
Yeah.
Sleepwalking. It could be an implant somewhere, a reptilian implant.
Could be. Well, it could be implant. Don't have to be reptilian because reptilians are the only ones that do implants.
That's true.
There's groups that do implants. The Greys do implants. The Arcturians could do implants. Oh.
The brain, the bird brains.
So.
Well, I think you answered all my questions. I think I'm out of questions here.
It's good. For now. You'll call us someone.
Yeah, for now.
For now.
Who knows what Baromay will bring today? It's crazy because it's almost like your intention and focus is everything.
Yeah.
You know, like you could be doing something, but like putting your focus into something else. Or I think it's so crazy now how I'm learning how you can distract one's attention or like kind of draw in attention or like disperse attention, how that works on like a mental battle level. I think that's real cool. I guess I shouldn't say battle. That makes it sound like I'm out here trying to, but like just how things are supposed to be, like how we're supposed to be telepathic or have these ESP abilities, you know?
Well, the thing is, we have a backwards perception on it. These gifts are natural. Unfortunately, they're not normal. Because we don't consider them natural.
There you go. That's very true. That's so true.
Think about extrasensory perception. We think it as a gift or something like that. Have a good one.
No, like I should wake abilities every day, and it should be daily life.
That's exactly it. It is a natural ability for our spirit being. Put it in that way. Our true self.
Like when you start thinking like that, that's what I was kind of like going at too. Is I feel like you can unlock those abilities, can't you? Or what would you say on that?
Well, we locked them up. It's like you being handcuffed and you then taking your own handcuffs off.
Mm.
For whatever reason, we permitted them to get locked up, and so now we're just unlocking them, remembering them. The thing is, things tend to atrophy when you don't use them. So those muscles, those abilities atrophied. And that was a word I was trying to find earlier. So our nervous system is atrophied, and it's hard for us to go through stargates, and especially for long periods of time, because our system is not accustomed to that due to it being atrophied.
So how do you feel about like past life regressions and things like that people do out there? Do you feel that, because one part of me like thinks that
I mean, we can all do this ourselves, but is there something like out of having somebody else do it for you that like?
Okay, here's we're see what it, you can do it yourself if you're at that level of consciousness to do it.
Yeah.
If not, you may need help, because if you had to do it, if you had to get your appendix pulled out, could you do that to yourself?
I mean, no.
Okay, so there at this level, we would need help. But somebody, let's say, with those people, like let's say 6 million years in the future, with if they had some type of issue, you know very well they could handle their own business.
Yeah. I guess I get kind of messed up in the messenger, or like the, how do I say that? You know, just like how the information gets like spoken to you, or because I feel like we jumble that up a lot. I was just saying this because I tried like a past life regression thing, and you know, part of it is like trusting in the other person, but then there's a lot of there's a lot of trust you have to put that trust to, like, for them to tell you a proper message. I think that's like, have you ever tried to pass?
The ultimate is you yourself.
Yeah.
Regardless what comes out of their mouth, do you feel it? Do you relate to it?
Yeah. Yeah, everybody uses that resonates. But...
Exactly. That's why sometimes I hear people say, I feel you. I feel it means I'm resonating with you at the same frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's what it boils down to. Regardless what somebody else says, do you feel it as you? Do you resonate with the message?
Definitely. Yeah, it's interesting. Like when I'll tell you mine. Like when I had mine, it was like I like sacrificed myself because like people had to get away or something. So it was real strange. Like it was like a samurai kind of setting. There's, you know, and then it's like, then you think, does your mind play tricks on you when you're in that deep meditative state? Is something else here, you know, projecting this?
See, that's what it's possible, but the bottom line still boils down to it being experienced.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what it boils down to, because there are those that could probably make it seem like it's you, but as you grow into more awareness, more clarity, you start discerning what is yours and what isn't yours. And for me, that's still a challenge. I don't know when I'm feeling somebody else's stuff.
Yeah, I get you. I like this. I like how you like approach things. So I can kind of see how you.
A lot of shadow work, a lot of trying to explain things to people in a way they can relate to it. Which you knew, it's very difficult at times.
Doesn't it? It seems really difficult.
Yeah. But sometimes it's just me trying to grasp it myself. And then figure out how am I going to tell somebody else in a way they can relate to it.
Definitely. I mean, it's interesting the things that are going to be coming out in these coming years of like all this information, and like what if, you know, like kids that are younger generation grow up on YouTube, and one of those kids like finds like one of these like channels, or like some of the channels, and like starts doing this from a young age. Imagine like those abilities while being such in a high vibration.
Yeah. They'll be more open because they've already been doing it since they were younger. It wasn't shut off like ours was because of those around us didn't know what to do, or were not aware of it, or thought something else of it. What's the devil's work?
The devil's work. That's what
Not
they
realizing. But
they
see, that's
call
a part of
Navajo tradition. Like you see.
Oh yeah, you guys are devil's people. You worship the devil. Yeah, exactly. You know,
Like, I wonder where they got that information from.
that from people who were doing the mind control.
Yeah.
They knew better. They just didn't want you to know.
Yeah.
Because you wake up, you're a threat.
Especially. Double threat. We're coming back to take what's ours. I know that.
There's some of the things I'm talking to you about, I think has a lot to do with the mentality of the people in the future is the same way or very similar. If you keep another person down, you're actually keeping yourself down because you could rise up much higher if the other person were to climb up.
Yeah, like the best, like your best friend should be like almost the worst, your worstest of enemies. If you can bridge that connection, then you can. The possibilities are endless. That's my idea on things. So.
Yes and no. Your greatest adversary in a spiritual sense could be the one who loves you the most, because they're the ones making it so uncomfortable for you that the ones that they can make it so uncomfortable for you that you have to wake up.
That's exactly what we're talking about. Like when you're younger, I feel like we go down two paths. The path, like we choose the dark night of the soul, or like we choose to, because as a kid, I feel like we make that decision, even know that we're programmed. I feel like our spirit is so strong where it knows like, oh my God, like this is a moment that like I'll never forget, like even being an adult, like that was the moment I made a decision, you know, and like what to do and like which road to go down. In the Matrix, I know like she says, like in the beginning when he puts the probe in him and like they get him in the car and he's like about to walk out and he's like, Neo, or she's like, Neo, like you've been down that road before. You know, I feel like people have played out experiences, you know, kind of like the past lives. I'm trying to like bring this together of where like we've seen certain things that we forget and like it has such that profound impact that yeah, because I can't get over this experience because it's like it just makes you ask why, like why and why some more.